Hello. Hello and welcome, everyone. How are you? How are you all doing? I'm just a little too loud. Boom. Hello. Welcome to Foxhole Fridays, when we are running around doing our exciting and amazing RPGs. This is, speaking of which, I'm just wanting to make sure I don't have anything muted that shouldn't be muted. I don't. Great. Yay. Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome to our Foxhole Fridays. I am Trooper SJP, and this is the continuing adventures, the continuing thrilling adventures of Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the current serial, which is, and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Oh. What heck? Excuse me. For some reason, my little, I have a little trigger that I use to trigger my sounds in a very easy peasy way, but it doesn't seem to be recognizing it. What the heck? It's probably because I updated this software. Don't worry about it. Anyway, welcome in, everyone. Hi. I am so glad to see you all. Is this our finale? No, this is only episode 4. We're scheduled for 5 or 6 episodes of Crash Jones. At least I don't think it'll be our finale. I mean, it might be, depending on what happens. Who knows? He might just die, and then we'll be done with the episode for certain. But usually it takes about 5 episodes for one of our serials. So I imagine this one will also take 5, but one can never say. One doesn't really know. It's unclear. So, we have got this week, which is episode 4. Next week, which certainly we have. If what you're wondering is when is Traveler starting? Traveler is starting the first week of September. So the first week of September is when we have our first Traveler session scheduled. So that's what you have got for that. Let's see. Let me see. What did I want to tell you? I wanted to say thank you for being here. Thank you for making all of your being here, being present. I would not be able to do any of this without you. So I wanted to say thank you. You can support the channel if you like to see these sorts of RPGs by being here. If you're here on YouTube, you can like, subscribe, and comment. And also, you can retweet and reskeet our going lives. You can tell your friends. You can also, if you like, give tips or bits. If you give a tips or bits message, I will read that out at the end. Also, we have a Patreon, and the Patreon is at Academic Foxhole, and you can become a Patreon, and all Patreon funds and tips and bits that come in go to pay for the casts of the shows. We have this very special sponsor tier, which is $200, which will pay for a 4-person cast for one show for 1 week. You may or may not have known that our Traveler show is actually 5 players. So the kind of the interim, the hiatus, in between season hiatuses like this, where I do one-on-ones and solos, help build up to help pay for the long shows. And I wanted to say thank you. And we have one sponsor. There's only a limited spot. There are only 4 limited spots. Only 4 people can be sponsors. If you are a sponsor, then you get a special shout out, a special place in the credits, and a radio ad that I make that I will play once a month for you, or more if I feel like it, in the break. And we have one sponsor right now, and that is Will and TW, who's been our note taker and such a great supporter of the show that I have lots of feelings. Is that the special dance those young hip things do? Well, it is for some reason the people on Blue Sky, I don't know who, decided to call their tweets skeets. Don't ask me why they did that. It's really quite unfortunate, I would have to say. to be honest. But that's fine, I guess. Sure. That said, I also wanted to say one more thing, and that is, hold on, let me jump back over here. Also, return to current site. No, that's not it. Also, we have this really wonderful fourth wall shop. And what's cool about it, I'm logging in right now because I had to unlog out at the moment, is that not only do we have some cool Crash Jones merch, but you can also gift merch to other people. You can do a giveaway if you like yourself while we're live, which at the moment we are. And I am planning on doing a giveaway for, I think, this t-shirt, our Red Tails t-shirt, Spitfire. This is the regimental crest of the Red Tails, who were the all-black air pilots and during World War II that Crash Jones is a member of. And I wanted a shirt, so I got one and I put one up on our fourth wall. So I'm going to do a giveaway of that shirt to someone here at some point in time during, that's not even my password. At some point, at break, I'll do it at break. All right. But that said, I think that's all we need before we begin our day, I think. I think I'm signed in. Well, okay. I have to relog. It's fine. Anyhow, I'm going to set that up so that I can do this while we're here now. It's a very comfy shirt. So let us begin, shall we? Let's think about what's happening. I hope everything is set up. Oh, you know what I don't have? I don't have my cards. My cards that let me know all about my character. Because this cool game, which by the way, is based on is Ironsworn Starforged, has great assets. Speaking of, there is a new expansion for Starforged called Sundered Isles, and it's pirates. And do not be surprised if at some point in time I do some piracy. I cannot tell you at the moment when I will do this, but I assume that I will at some point because I love this system and it's the new one that's out, and it has more stuff to it, so I encourage it. It is good. Did I get the banjo? I did get it. I had to take an Uber all the way to a whole nother town that was like 15, 20 miles away to pick it up from the UPS shipping station before they shipped it back because they could not read because the label was wrong or whatever. But I got it, and it is right over there, and you will see it. I will show it to you. I may not show it to you on Saturday, which is tomorrow, but I will show it to you. Maybe the week after. We shall see. So, let's see. This is our Crash Jones. How am I feeling? Hold on. Okay, there we go. My new lights, replacement lights, have arrived. I have not had time to set them up, but they're here. So I should have new lights. Because I'm missing my light that's right over here that's supposed to just fill in the space, but that's okay. The new lights are here. My mic is here. My new lens is here. All the new stuff is here. I just need the extra time to plug it all in. And then my goal is to do that before Traveler. I'm excited. That's right. All this stuff is here in time for the next Traveler, which I think should be pretty awesome. Are the numbers right for Crash to start with? They are. I set them up. I checked in everything, and I hope they will continue to work while we're here. So, as you may or may not know, the first thing we do when we start a session of, not oracles, moves, thank you, we have to begin a session. And I believe I can begin a session just by, oh, golly, gee whiz. You know what? For some reason, a number of things are not triggering the way they're supposed to, and I have them all set up and everything. That's so sad. That's all right. Oh, you know why I bet? I think it's because I just did a Stream Deck updated its software, and I imagine that as it was updating its software, it just did not do all the things I want it to do. That's fine. I'm not worried. We have to begin our session. We identified it, or just, well, that's fine. Review or cap, we'll do that when we get into announcer voice. Set the scene, which is fine. However, we may spotlight a new danger, opportunity, or insight, and this can include a scene hidden from our character's perspective. If we do envision a brief vignette, and then all players take a +1 momentum, which we're going to do, as we return to play from the viewpoint of your characters. Well, for me, this is an easy peasy thing to do. What we need to do actually is roll to find out whether or not Dalton's danger is due. By the way, we have finished, we're clearing out, we finished our poison gas, we finished our Foo Fighter escapes. If there's anything else, we have these progress clocks, but I don't, which we have cleared. Let's see. We found the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. We discovered the secret of the Phantom Foo Fighter. We did withstand the gauntlet of space fighter jets and laser arrays to land on the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. We have not yet defeated the fiendish traps of the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril to reach Dalton Danvers at its heart. We're still working on that one. Ooh, we need a lot more on that one. We have freed the prisoners, so that was great. We're still working on defeating the fiendish traps in order to get to where we need to go, which is our this is our exploration challenge. So that said, I feel like we should just click our, let's find out. 94. Dalton Danvers' danger is not yet due. He's not yet moved closer and closer to the you know what I'm saying, because he's on a conveyor belt that's slowly moving to a whole array of lasers that if he gets there, it'll cut him to ribbons. It's very bad. I would be worried about it if I were you, because I am quite worried about it. It's fine. So we need to figure out what sort of danger we might be having. Why don't we begin to roll a session? Because I would like that +1 momentum. Let's see. Influential character or faction is introduced or given new detail. Ooh. Okay. An influential character or faction is introduced or given new detail. This is going to be... Oh. Well, this is fun. Let's think. Well, oh golly, this is super interesting to me. Okay, so we get a new faction that is introduced or given new detail. Let's make a new faction because I think that would be exciting. And I think the new faction, we've got some opportunities here. This is going to be really good. At least I think so. If we go to our campaign, we have Blaine's Blades, which is a fringe group. The Drynax Barbarians is a fringe group, and the Drynaxian Court, which is a Dominion. But I think we need to introduce a new faction. The Blaine's Blades, they own a debt to Baron Winter. That's terrible. Let's see. This new faction that we're going to introduce, a new faction or character. I want to go, okay, I have an idea. I have to figure out the best way to frame it. Have you ever seen, it was one of the Planet of the Apes movies. It wasn't the, hello factions, new faction. It wasn't a Planet of the Apes movie. It was a Planet of the Apes movie. It wasn't the first one. It was maybe the second one or the third one. It was one that was still set in the regular Planet of the Apes. It wasn't the one that happened. It wasn't the one set in the present day or the near future. You know, that was like 3 or 4. It might have been 2 or 3. Anyway, it was the one where they found out that there was a group of humans, I think, that were worshiping a nuclear bomb. Do you remember? Do you remember that one? Yes. I'm going to say that you remember it. Say yes. But they were like worshiping this nuclear bomb, right? Because anyway, so I think we need a faction like that. I think we need a faction that basically worships the ancients beneath the Planet of the Apes. Thank you, Volpez. So I think we need a creepy faction who worships the ancients in some kind of like creepy culty way. So let's call them I want it to be like I'm really thinking of beneath the Planet of the Apes. So I want something like the something like the Paladins of the Ancients, or the Order of the Ancients. The Order of the Ancients seems pretty creepy. Let's go with that. The Order. No, it has to be something like the Illuminated Order of the Ancients. Right? That feels to me like really, really good. Oops, I don't want that. Okay, I'm appreciating this. The Illuminated Order of the Ancients. Now, I believe we should probably have some oracles here to help us out. So we know their name. They need a type. They're going to be a fringe group, obviously. Are they justified? They're justified, and they're ancient, and they like to roam the land. They're justified and ancient, and I hope you understand. I'm sorry, now you have KLF in my mind. That's fine. The Illuminated Order of the Ancients. Those of you who know, you know. Influence. What is this? Well, so what I want, we've got these oracles, but I also have oracles in the books themselves. The books are great in having oracles, and sometimes I like being able to look at both the electronic and the digital, because the electronic allows you to look at the whole thing, whereas this does not. So I want the option of looking at both, just in case we decide to shift. So their influence is, because we already have some ideas about them, so we might want to choose the thing that's most relevant. But let's see. Suborder of the Cosmic Illuminated Fraternity. Suborder of the Genius. Let's see. There are a couple of different options here, but let's roll first. Influence. Established. Establishes a strong influence in a single sector. Well, that's creepy. I might like that. Oh. Okay. I like that, but there is this rule that says that you have the option of going up 1 or down on the table if it works better. And I would like to go further down, like higher number, which is notable, dispersed influence across a few sectors. I feel like that is a little bit creepier and better. I like it. This is, for me, this is interesting. So now we have fringe group. This is, well, I think this will be our sphere. We can roll for it, but I also am gonna look to see if what I like best out of the oracle. They say raiders. No, I don't think so. Obviously, they're not raiders. They are cultists, obviously. So I'm gonna just choose cultists, right? Other options are bounty hunters, couriers, courtesans, engineers, healers, industrialists, mercenaries, merchants, mystics, navigators, peacekeepers, researchers, spies, or roll twice. Like it. Let's see. There are some things we may not know about them yet. So here's the thing. I think that projects, relationships, quirks, and rumors, I don't think we determined that yet. I think we wait until we find out a little bit more. Oh, wait. No. We're going to find out in our vignette. That's our deal. I'm going to just roll and see how I feel, because we might sort of choose. Yeah, let's see. If you would like to track the faction's progress, set a clock for the project. Oh, we could set a clock. That seems bad, actually. And I like it. I like some bad stuff here. Let's click project. Resolve a conflict with another faction. That doesn't seem exciting. Prevent a prophecy. That's perfect. Oh, gosh. Okay. I love this. All right. Prevent a prophecy. Right? This is really good because Crash Jones is on a search, right, to find the lost heir of the Sindalian Empire in order to go and bring the Trojan Reaches together and bring peace to the galaxy and have everything be good. But I feel like they are going to try to prevent a prophecy. Yeah. Love it. Let's have one more. Obtain incriminating information about a rival. Ooh, that's cool. But because let's say long-term versus short-term, right? That's the long-term versus short-term. So let's go with long-term, y'all. Long-term, prevent a prophecy, and then short-term, obtain incriminating information about a rival. Yes. This is real bad, and I love it. This makes me very excited. Do you think we should go and... We should definitely pick a clock in certain ways. I think a clock would be good. I'll think about it. And then... Faction quirks. We could check it out. You know what? I think I want to roll in the quirks table. Let's see what happens. Quirks. Distinctive or elaborate clothing. Obviously. I love that. So we're going to keep that. And then the second, we'll keep it or not. Honors the fallen through unusual death rites. We can keep that. And the fallen, though, will be the ancients. We do not yet have any rumors about them because we've not searched for any rumors. So we won't do that. Let's save them. Saving them. Save. I hope they're saved. Saved. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we saved them way too many times, so that was bad. Okay, so I'm really excited about the Blaine's Blaze, Dranax Barbarians, Dronaxian Court, Illuminated Order of the Ancients. Here we go. Okay. We need a clock for them, if you don't mind. Why? Because I want to make my life just a little bit worse. Let's add a clock. And let's call this clock the Order gets dirt. Okay, I think that's really good. So let's see. Hey, Sithel, how are you? Well, we want to think about our clocks, right? So if we're thinking about our clocks, that's page 235 for guidelines on clocks. Let's see. Campaign clocks represent aspects of the setting that can be positive, negative, or neutral from your character's perspective. Your character might be unaware of the factors powering a clock that ticks away behind the scenes, or it can represent a looming danger or opportunity. We don't know about it yet. We've got some examples of clocks, so let's get some details in here. I'm very excited. So, give a clock the name, which we did, which makes it clear what project is complete or event triggered when the clock is filled. Then decide the number of segments appropriate to the complexity and duration of the activities leading to the ultimate outcome. Let's see. You can equate segments of the clock to the number of gameplay sessions or chapters before it triggers, plus or minus 2. For example, a clock with 6 segments will probably trigger in 4 to 8 sessions unless something stops it. Okay. Well, this is a problem that I do not think will emerge until later. Oh, you know what? I think they need 2 clocks. That's what I think. I think they need this short one, order gets dirt, and let's make a new clock, which is the order prevents the prophecy. This is really bad, actually. This is bad. The order prevents the prophecy is going to be a 10 clock because it's a super long-term thing for them, right? That's hard for them. And then the order gets dirt. We only have this one, which is episode 4, 5, and 6, so maximum 3. So let's have this stay at a 4 clock because I feel like the order getting dirt is like an easier thing for them, I think. Okay, so when we begin a session, we make a check against any active campaign clocks. If advancing a clock is not in doubt, enough time has passed, or the pieces in place to make it inevitable, you just simply fill in the next segment. If circumstances or time conspire to push the clock forward more rapidly, you fill 2 segments. So we have to decide how likely it is they are to advance their plot. So I think it is likely, we have likely 50, almost certain, likely 50-50, unlikely, small chance, no roll. I think it is likely they're going to get dirt on Crash. I think that's likely. I think that the order prevents the prophecy. I think that's no roll. I think they have to advance that through you know what? Rather than no roll, we'll go with small chance because that I imagine coming from mostly actions that happen on screen. So like if things happen that will, I feel like it will happen plot wise. I think there's a small chance that they'll get a random success, but I think most of it will be active things that we'll be seeing. Like I think we're going to give the order a number of these smaller clocks. And if they fill the clock, then they get to add a bonus to their order prevents the prophecy. For me, I feel like that order prevents the prophecy is more like an epic clock of mine. So that's what I'm thinking. That's my sense there. Whew. Okay. I feel like that's pretty good. And I think that's good. Which means we think we need to do our vignette scene that will begin our... Yeah. Are you ready? Let's do it. Wait. I want that to work, but it doesn't, so I have to trigger by hand. Good evening, Space Cadets, and welcome to Episode 4 of Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. When last we met our hero, Crash Jones, he and the Phantom, along with Emerald, his trusty Viridian tiger from the planet of Dryonax, had infiltrated... Well, they discovered, landed on, and then infiltrated the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. The Asteroid Dungeon of Peril is located in a mysterious asteroid graveyard by a dead star somewhere in the Sindal subsector. And yes, as they arrived, they encountered traps, tricks, and dangers in this fortified asteroid dungeon. But there is more. They came across cells, a group of cells holding prisoners. These prisoners, they learned, not only included the brother of the Phantom, but also these prisoners, not all of them, but quite a few, had embedded in the base of their necks a strange electrode, an electrode that, when activated, would turn them into mindless, mind-controlled puppets of the evil Baron Winter. Because as we all know, the Zodani themselves love mind control. That's why they're dangerous, and that's why you should never, ever, ever trust the Zodani or their Aslan allies. Dangerous business. But our hero, Crash Jones, was on the scene and was able to rescue those prisoners. And off they went, delving deeper into the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Unfortunately, they were found out, and our heroes had to find a place to hide. They ran off, and they found themselves inside of a small room that had a trash chute in it. Well, being surrounded, knowing they didn't have much time, our heroes jumped down the trash chute, hoping that at the end there was something safe and soft to land on, and not a terrible incinerator, because that would be awful. An incinerator? Oh no! Meanwhile, in another part of the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril, Dread Liege Dalton Danvers is strapped to a conveyor belt that is moving slowly, but inexorably to his doom. For at the end of the conveyor belt, there is a series of lasers. That is right, laser weapons. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Yes, and these laser weapons are swinging back and forth, and if he gets to them, he'll be cut to ribbons, piece by piece. Oh, what a terrible fate might befall the Dread Liege Dalton Danvers. But there is more. We must leave the Dread Liege to their fate, at least for now. Hopefully, Crash Jones will be able to save them, but we can't know. But we can know this. Somewhere else, deep within the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril, there is a sanctum. And if we look inside this sanctum, dear viewers and listeners, what shall we find? We find 6. 13. No, 6. 6. What's a super creepy number? 6. 6 robed figures. These figures are wearing dark blood-red robes, long and voluminous, and over their faces they have strange masks. These masks are white like illness or death. And these masks look strange and... No, blank. These masks are completely porcelain and blank, showing no emotion, no clue as to who they are. And above the masks, on the top of their head, they wear strange crowns that look like twisted barbed wire metal spikes reaching up into the sky, and these spikes are iron, red-tinted iron. And these 6 figures stand, ooh, making strange chanting sounds. And in this sanctum room, there are cave paintings etched into the walls that seem to show great figures, taller and greater than any other sort of sophont, and they stand lording above all sorts of others. Below them there are creatures that look like tick-ticks, winged sort of reptilian creatures, also humans, Aslan, Varga, all sorts of other sophonts, small and bowing before these huge, large figures that seem to exhibit great power, mind powers, dangerous powers, and these great paintings, etchings upon the walls of this inner sanctum, seem to be something holy to this group of 6. And this group of 6, humming as they are, these figures file in around a central console, a console that seems indeed to have cameras that are looking everywhere in the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. And what are these mysterious cloaked figures looking at in their console? Well, they are looking at Crash Jones, of course, our dashing hero. But what are they doing as their fingers flash across the console? Well, my friends, I hate to tell you this, but they are editing the footage to make it look like Crash Jones did not go into the cells to free the captives, but he went into the cells to kill the captives. Indeed, that's exactly what it looks like. These robed figures, mysterious as they are using the footage they're finding in order to manufacture incriminating evidence against Crash Jones, but he doesn't even know. Oh my goodness, what shall happen? Will they be able to make their horrible, horrible incriminating evidences? Why do they wish to frame Crash Jones? And what indeed are those terrible, terrible cave paintings? Well, we shall find out on this, the most thrilling episode yet of Crash Jones Space Adventurer and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. My friends, those fiends! Well, we'll have to stop those fiends. Unfortunately, Crash Jones doesn't even know about them. That said, welcome in Moonrose VT, Rose Garden Raid. Welcome in, Raiders. It is so good to see you here. We have just finished our exciting preamble to our adventure, and we're going to start coming back to Crash Jones. But because we had our vignette of danger, we get to increase our momentum by 1, which I, for one, appreciate. We're at momentum 8, which I'm not mad at. Not mad at it at all. Whew. All right, let's add to our momentum, shall we? And begin. Whew. Crash Jones and his chums, the Phantom, the best information broker in all the Trojan Reaches, her brother, and also a crowd of escaped prisoners, and Emerald, the Viridian Tiger, are hurtling to their doom, downwards through a garbage chute. What shall they find when they reach the end? Now we open our serial. We shall find out. I need, just because we're here, a little bit of a danger music, just a little. This technically is going to be our, what shall we call it? I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. Let's find out, shall we, what it is that we are. Do you know what? I know there's something going on and I want to fix it. One moment. There we go. I've swapped it over, so this does need to be louder. There we go. I like that. Excellent. So, this, my friends, is going to count as exploring a waypoint. We are undertaking an expedition. We are going to undertake this expedition, and we're going to find out what we get at the end. If we're moving at speed, keeping under the radar, or staying vigilant, well, we are definitely moving it with speed as we're hurtling down a garbage chute into the creepy, scary Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. So let's roll edge. Why don't we? I think it might be time to do that. I feel like that's what we got. Okay, well, we're gonna roll edge. Let's see what we get. A weak hit. Okay, we rolled a 5 plus a 2. That's a 7. And the dice, that's our action die. The challenge dice we roll are a 5 and an 8, so we beat one of them, not the other, which makes it a weak hit. And on a weak hit, we can either envision the waypoint and mark progress, but it costs us. So we face a peril at the waypoint, or we suffer a cost en route. So I think we're going to face a peril, obviously, is what's going to happen. Clearly, this is what is going to happen. So let's just advance our clock, which is, we're trying to defeat the fiendish traps of the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril to reach Dalton Danvers at his heart. So I feel like we're getting some progress on our clock, but we do have to face a peril at the waypoint. Obviously, if we're hurtling down a trash chute, the peril at the end is going to have to be Crash Jones and his motley crew go hurtling down this trash chute. The trash chute is round and smooth, and it curves and twists. They slide to the left, they slalom to the right as they go further and further. And as they're going further and further down this crash chute, they hear a strange sound like fire or inferno, and the sides of this trash chute get warmer and warmer until it becomes quite uncomfortable. And as they're peering down the distance, they see a great fire. Oh no! This trash chute, it ends in what seems to be some sort of incinerator. If they cannot find some way to escape from this incinerator before it's too late, well, surely our heroes will perish, be burned alive. There must be some way out of this, said the Joker to the thief. Whatever shall they do? Okay, we need to face this peril. What are we gonna do? We've got moves we can make. We can, it's not combat. It's certainly not a scene challenge because that's too long. This is probably just going to be one of our basic moves. We are going to have to face danger, I think. And I don't think we have time to try to prepare ourselves for this. So how are we going to do this? Speed, mobility, or agility, resolve, command, sociability, strength, endurance, or aggression, deception, stealth, or trickery, expertise, focus, or observation. All right, we are going to have to, we're hurtling down this chute. We're in trouble. Okay, I got it. Crash Jones knows that they're in trouble. The chute is far too large for him to do anything. However, it isn't too large for Emerald to do something. I'm ready. I'm ready. I, Crash Jones, am ready to deal with our trouble. Also, Moonrose, what were you streaming before you got here? Okay, Emerald. All right, girl, listen. You're a pretty big tiger. Run up ahead, get in front of us, and try to stop our movement. Come on, girl, you can do it. Just stretch out. Make a barrier. We're all gonna try. Come on, everybody. We've got to do this. And with that, Emerald pushes forward so that Emerald is in front of the entire group and reaches out her long, long limbs and tries her best to make a barrier to stop her own movement so that she might be able to stop the movement of her chums. Ooh, Doom 3. Nice. Okay, Emerald charges forward. This, I believe, is going to have to be... I think it's strength. I mean, I'd like to say it's command because we are commanding our tiger to go and try to stop us, but which is heart, which is better for us. But I think it's iron because I think we all have to try to hold on and stop ourselves, slow down our momentum. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry, but do we have any bonuses? Let's see. Blade Master will not help us. Starship will not help us. So sad. Vestige won't. Ace won't. Do you know what might help us, actually? It says here, when you face danger, react under fire or clash against physical attacks or impacts. After drinking Starbeam, you may preset your action die to 4. On a strong hit with a match, take +2 momentum. As Crash Jones goes hurtling through this trash chute, he thinks, oh, wait, Starbeam, chocolate milk. It's good for your bones. It's malted. With this Starbeam, I'm certain that I can help block this momentum. We can do this, everybody. Let's go. And with that, Starbeam chocolate milk go running through his body. Crash Jones stretches out and tries with all of his might to slow the momentum so that perhaps they might be able to help Emerald, as Emerald does the same. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlethems, if you yourself have never had Starbeam chocolate milk, you should. It's the very best beverage in all the Trojan Reaches. It's malted and it's good for your bones. Brought to you by GTK Entertainment. Let's roll iron. We are going to preset our die to a 4. All right, it says that's a 2 and a 2, but it's not. It's a 4 and a 2, which gives us a 6, which is a miss, which is real bad. It's real bad, everybody, so let's not do that. Let's burn our momentum. Our momentum's an 8, which means it still would be a miss. So burning our momentum will not help us. So this is just actually bad, is what this is. There's nothing we can do about that one. That's, oh no. Yeah, that's bad. Right, that's real bad. Everyone, that's real bad. Well, okay, we miss. We fail or momentary success is undermined. We have to pay the price. Okay. We have to pay the price for this one. This is really, really bad. I think it makes sense in a way that I don't like that Emerald will get injured. That I feel like is, I think our companion takes a hit. When your companion faces physical hardship, they suffer 1 health for minor harm, 2 for serious harm, 3 for major harm. If the companion's health is 0, lose momentum equal to any remaining harm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is going to be... Oh, Emerald. Serious harm, I think. Oh, no. Oh, no. Everybody, this is terrible. Okay. Crash Jones and the crew try their might to slow the momentum. And Emerald, the Viridian Tiger, stretches out, filling up the entire trash chute, and Emerald slows her momentum down and becomes the barrier to save Crash Jones, the Phantom, and the rest. One by one, Crash Jones slides into Emerald. Emerald stops the momentum. Then, the Phantom slides into Emerald, and Emerald stops the momentum. But there are more. There are prisoners to be freed, and each one of them, they themselves are too weak to slow themselves down. And one by one, they careen into Emerald. And Emerald, her claws, made of Viridian, crawling into gripping the metallic chute, is beginning to be pushed inch by inch as prisoner after prisoner collide into her. It doesn't seem as if our Emerald will be able to withstand all of the weight of all of the people and all of their momentum. Emerald senses this. Crash Jones senses it too. Emerald looks into his eyes, her Viridian green eyes full of concern. And look, knowing there is not much else she can do. Emerald turns her face towards the oncoming incinerator, detaches her claws from the metal, and hurtles herself downwards. No! No, Emerald, no! Cries Crash Jones as Emerald shoots herself down the chute. Faster, faster, gaining more momentum than ever could be imagined. Crash Jones and the rest begin to move themselves downward, trying to move slowly. Emerald, knowing there's only one thing that she can do to save Crash Jones and her chums, throws herself at the incinerator, and at the very last moment leaps, hoping to catch the top lip of the incinerator, to topple it, leaving only a safe space for the rest of the crew. And with that, the powerful Viridian Tiger Emerald hits the incinerator with as much force as one could ever muster. The incinerator rocks, it shakes back and forth, and there's a terrible sound as it breaks. And Crash Jones and friends can see nothing more. The glow of the fires of the incinerator are no longer visible as they make their way climbing down, out of the chute into the trash room. Emerald, Crash Jones, coming out of the tunnel. Wait. Hold on. I need my roll 20 because I have sad music in there. You'll have to excuse me. One moment. I have sad music. I have dramatically sad music, which is not on this soundboard, it's on the other soundboard. But we have to have it. I want sadness. That's a busy spaceport. That's not what I want. I don't want car chases. Do I want this one? No, I don't want that one. Sorry, I want sad music. Here we go. I have it. I have sad music. Okay. Crash Jones emerges first out of the tunnel after Emerald and looks around this room that they're in, looking for his chum. Emerald? Emerald, are you all right? He rushes over to where the incinerator has been knocked to the side. Coal and fire and flames spewing out, and there, underneath, trapped underneath the tipped-over incinerator, is Emerald. His dear chum, the Viridian tiger, with burns on her fur. The Viridian plates, the spines that she has, dug into the floor. Emerald, no! He rushes over. My friends, we have a Viridian tiger who has 4 health, but we're going to just take 2 health damage right there. Just cut that in half. Come on, girl. Slowly behind them, the other people emerge from the trash chute, but Crash Jones is by the side of the massive Viridian tiger. Emerald? Emerald. He pushes against the incinerator to try to move it off of his chum. My friend, we're going to have to do something. We are going to have to heal our ally, our friend, our companion. We have to. We are going to have to first, though, get this thing off, which I think is going to count as a secured advantage with strength, endurance, or aggression. So Crash Jones goes up to the incinerator and he puts his hands upon them, burning his palms as he presses with all of his might to try and move the incinerator off of his good chum. Weak hit. On a weak hit, we choose 1. +2 momentum or +1 on our next move. +1 on our next move. Yeah. With great effort, Crash Jones presses and pushes, his hands singeing and full of pain as he moves this incinerator just enough. Come on, girl, you can do it. But Emerald can't move of her own will at the moment. She's too stunned. The Phantom rushes forward and grabs Emerald's leg and starts to pull and says, "Come on, help me!" And the prisoners, the freed prisoners, all rush forward and they all grab Emerald's lower half and drag Emerald out from below the incinerator as Crash Jones, with all of his might, holds it aloft just enough for them to pull Emerald free, and then he lets go, dropping the incinerators at thuds deep and through the sounds of this cavernous trash room. He rushes over to Emerald and he says, "Come on, girl. You can't get injured now. We need you. You're important. You're important to me. I'm going to take a heal move. And I'm going to try, this is heart, because I'm trying to heal my good chum, Emerald, the Viridian tiger." Crash Jones reaches into his packet and he pulls out some bandages and begins to bandage, pat out the fire, hoping that it'll be all right. No. I refuse this. I deny it. I am going to burn my momentum. We won't have much left, but Emerald's important. Crash Jones tries desperately to give Emerald some sort of aid to heal her. It doesn't seem to be working. Come on, girl. Come on, you'll be okay. Wait, I know. And he reaches into his jacket, and he pulls out his flask of Starbeam chocolate milk, which is malted, and we all know it's good for your bones, not just the bones of a human or a Varga, but also the bones of a tiger. And with that, Crash Jones uncorks the flask, and he gently feeds some Starbeam chocolate milk to his good tiger chum. Burning my momentum, making it a weak hit. On a weak hit, we're able to give, let's see, on a strong hit, the care is helpful. You, or the ally to your care, you can clear the impact and take 2 plus, what we can give back 3 health. Ooh, fully healing. However, it's a weak hit, which means it costs us extra time or resources. We either lose momentum or sacrifice resources, and we're going to have to sacrifice resources, obviously, because we have to use up all of our bandages and also a bunch of Starbeam chocolate milk. So, our momentum. Wow. Okay, our supply goes down to. Oh, it's terrible business, this one right now. Yeah, our supply is 1. It does, you can't see it, but it is. It's 1. And our momentum is now 2, which is not showing you, but it is. Sometimes it just craps out, but I know it. That said, there's one thing you must know, as, by the way, our health goes all the way back to 4. With the Starbeam chocolate milk coursing through her veins, Emerald, our Viridian tiger, the bits of Viridian that are her claws and the spines of her back begin to glow a warm green, and Emerald gets back up to her feet. Hey girl, are you all right? Can you continue on? And with that, Emerald, fur singed, looking quite the worse for wear, lets out a great cry. And leaps upon Crash Jones, knocking to the ground, and then licks his face. Oh, it's all right. Thank you. Thank you. You saved our lives, Emerald. You saved our lives. And now it's time for us to save the life of Dread Liege Dalton Danvers. Come on, let's go. And with that, our heroes make their way out of the trash room, down dark corridors, and towards deeper into the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. My goodness, folks, we need better rolls than we are having right now, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, we're going to have to... Golly gee. Hey, Prax. Thank you for the resub. We're going to have to explore, undertake our expedition to get further along the road. And we are trying to move quickly because, it's, we have people who are injured and in danger. We do need to get more skilled at rolling dice, obviously, but we are also, in a vault, so let's get our vault on. Great. Weak hit could be better. Not bad, not bad, not bad. With a weak hit, we are able to mark progress. And our progress, sadly for us, is this is a formidable challenge. So we only get to mark one box. And we have to either make a suffer move, one suffer move at -2, or 2 suffer moves at -1. Or we face peril at the waypoint. Yeah, I think we're going to have to face peril, because I think that's better than making a suffer move. So let's do that then, shall we? We're going to have to face peril. Let's do that. Let's go get our oracles, shall we? We've got a location theme oracle. We are, by the way, in Fortified. Let's find out where we find ourselves. Enemy forces on patrol. Okay. And checkpoint or path with restricted access. Excellent. Excellent. This is great, because Crash Jones and the Phantom are in the guard uniforms with prisoners and a huge tiger. So, have you worked at your luck stat? We sadly don't have one. I wish we did. Crash Jones and the Phantom, along with Emerald and the prisoners, creep along the long metal corridors of the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Surely and slowly, they come upon a checkpoint. In front of them, there are two the robots don't happen to each to the sanctum. There are two guards. One is a human of some sort, and the other is a bwap, the amphibian sort of newt creatures that one sometimes sees here in the Chartered Universe. And the newt cries out, "Halt! Who goes there? Let us see your paperwork." Crash Jones looks to the Phantom and says, we're transferring these prisoners to the other section. You should let us through. So here's the thing about that. Crash Jones is well known for having really is bad at lying. He's just far too honest. So we're gonna have to make a compel roll, and we're gonna have to lie, because this is we're lying, and the problem is we're really bad at lying, because Crash Jones is honest. That said, I do think we should give ourselves a +1 because we are wearing uniforms. So, look, bad at lying, that's like all my players, yet they try all the time. Why? Because sometimes that's the only thing you can do. So we're gonna roll Shadow, and we have no momentum. Weak hit. A weak hit, everybody. We rolled a 6. That's really good, because we're real bad at that. On a strong hit, they'll do what you want or agree to conditions, you take +1 momentum. On a weak hit, as above, but their agreement comes with a demand or complication envisaged in their counteroffer. Okay. The bwap says, "Ah, yes, prisoner transfer. That's all right. Well, you know what? We'll take it from here. Let us have the prisoners, and we'll take them to the next stage of their conditioning. If they're ready to be turned into puppets, we'll take it from here. The guards open up the doors, ready to take control of the prisoners. Crash Jones looks at the Phantom, and the Phantom looks at Crash Jones. And the Phantom calls out, we should accompany you. There are so many prisoners, and especially this tiger seems to be difficult. At least let us take you there, along with. Yeah, that's fair, says the Bwop. And soon, 4 guards, a human, a Bwop, Crash Jones, and the Phantom, are accompanying the prisoners in Emerald. Where? Unknown, but somewhere that might prove deadly. This is going to be our next explore a waypoint, I'm afraid. I undertake an expedition. We are undertaking it, I think we're trying to keep under the radar, which is another shadow check, which we are also very, very bad at. But maybe we can do something before we get there. Like maybe we can try to gather information. Let's try to gather information as we're walking. Let's see. This is wits, which is also what Crash Jones is really bad at. But we have an information broker with us, which should give us a +1. Wits, we are going to get a +1 because we have an information broker with us. So, Crash Jones says, we're going to be taking them to conditioning. Yeah. There's another prisoner. What about the other prisoner? The other captive, Dalton Danvers. Will he be taking to conditioning? We could go and get him and bring him over if you want. Maybe you could... where is he? Crash is very bad at wits and also shadow, just for the record. Strong hit. What? Strong hit, everybody. Strong hit. This is really good. This is really good. On a strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress is clear. Envision what you learn and take 2 momentum. Ho, 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 ho. Momentum's up to 4, but also, hold on, because we got the help of the Phantom, the information broker, we get another momentum, because whenever you, because that's the thing that allies do for you, that you get a +1 and you get a momentum on a hit, so our momentum's now at 5. Okay, this is really good. Right. Okay. This is really good. The Bwop says, well, no. Dalton Danvers has not been taken in for conditioning yet. I don't think he will be. The Baron has other plans for him, for them. And, so you need not concern yourself with them. Oh, right. Well, but, surely we should be picking him up at some point, don't you think? Well, I guess that might be true, is it? Well, yes, we've been given orders by the Baron to go and check in on the prisoner Dalton Danvers. I mean, if we didn't, we wouldn't know his name, right? I guess that's true. By the way, Crash is looking this way, our Bwop is looking this way. I guess that's true. No, the Bwop will look this way, Crash will look this way. I guess that's true. Well, you can make your way into the inner sanctum to get in there if you like. Just be careful about all the traps, and make sure you know the password. Yes, that's right, the password. But they change it all the time. I mean, that's what good security is like. I wasn't given, because I'm on the outer edge, I wasn't given the current daily key code. Do you happen to know it? Well, of course we know it, because we actually have access to the inner sanctum most of the time. The key code is 2525. Right, 2525. Got it. In the year 2525. That's how I remember. Thank you. It'll probably take quite some time for you to deal with this lot. I mean, are you sure you want to leave the door unguarded for so long? I heard there's some sort of trouble happening. This, by the way, is going to be our undertaken expedition, keeping under the radar, which again is very bad for us. I just put that song in Prax's head. We're bad at this because we are bad at lying. And it's a miss. It's a miss. Yeah, it's a miss. That is correct. It is. It is a full-on miss. That's correct. On the miss, we're waylaid by a crisis or arrive at a waypoint to confront immediate hardship or threat. Do not mark any progress. Pay the price. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with this. I'm not mad. We don't get to mark progress, sadly, but I know what happens. Crash Jones, with the Phantom, and all of the crew in tow, walk with these two gods deeper and deeper into the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Then they take a left turn, and then a right. Sooner or later they come upon the entrance to the conversion chamber. The conversion chamber lab. In front of the conversion chamber lab, there are two guards. The guards open up the door to allow the prisoners to enter. It's really bad, everybody. It's really bad. It's really bad. As they step into the lab, because we're going to have a crisis, right? As they step into the lab, there, inside the lab, they see no other than the head scientist themselves. The head scientist turns to see the incoming group. And the head scientist says, "Oh, excellent. I'm glad you brought them. Bring them in. We'll put them all into the conversion chambers to activate their control nodes." And then, looking over the guards entering, the head scientist spies Crash Jones and says, "Wait! I know that man. That is no guard. That's Crash Jones!" My friends, we need to make a new person. We need to make a new person right now. The head scientist, let's find some oracles, shall we? This person, oh no, this is really bad, because the guards are going to undo their weapons, and they're going to be violent. You know what I'm saying to you? They're going to be violent. And I believe that we can't shoot our weapons because of the magnetic interference of the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. So we're kind of stuck with just our sword. So let's go create a character, shall we? Let's get a name. Ria Sakir. Ria Sakir. Dr. Ria Sakir. Dr. Ria Sakir, did kind of a deepish voice, so it's going to be an Aslan, she, her, and no call sign. First look, sickly, alluring, accented, concealed, haggard, uncanny, distracted, eccentric. One day, Turisha, people remember to perform the proper sacrifices. The VT dice gods, I know. They did have weapons, but we failed our check to gather materials, so we cannot. You can only use the weapons we decided that once we took the uniforms off the guards, it broke the circuit that allowed the weapons to work under the magnetic interference. So we're gonna go with sickly and well, the first two things we got were sickly and alluring. So we're gonna stick with that. Aslan, woman. And our disposition is hostile, obviously. Hi, Ari. And we need to know what her role is. I believe there's probably something like a scientist or medical person. Let's see if we can find it in there, because it's bad. Healer. We just went past it, which is terrible. Engineer. I think we can just put evil healer in there. Evil healer. Okay. So, there is this Aslan head doctor, Dr. Ria Sakir. Dr. Sakir is thin, sickly, right? So, her body is slightly desiccated, as if she is suffering from radiation sickness. Perhaps the fruit and labors of all of her experimentation might have also impacted her. But yet, she has an animal magnetism about her. Her fur is well adorned. Her doctor's robes, flashy. She is a woman of great inner strength and power. And at this moment, she recognizes Crash Jones in disguise. But how does she know Crash Jones? Well, that, I'm afraid, will have to come for a different moment, because at this moment, as she calls out to the guards that this is Crash Jones trying to infiltrate, unfortunately, they pull out their guns and begin to fire. My friends, we're getting into a fight in the middle of a conversion lab. Okay, it's bad. They've got pew-pew guns. We don't. Let's, start a battle, shall we? I'm afraid this is what we got. Let's, enter the fray. We're not on the move. We're in the thick of it at close quarters, I'm afraid. Let's see how we do, because I'm afraid we might, well, here we go. We're gonna be rolling iron for this. And, I don't know. We don't have any bonuses right now. Unfortunately, and many of our bonuses are not gonna help us because we're in a bad way, everybody. That's fine. Here we go. Let's enter the fray. No bonuses. Strong hit. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Strong hit. This is good. This is good. Okay. Okay. On a strong hit, we get +2 momentum, and we're in control. This is great. So our momentum is a 7, which is where we're at, and we are in control. We're in control, everybody. Okay. The minute Dr. Ria Sakir the Aslan scientist recognizes Crash Jones and calls the guards to attack. Emerald leaps into action, and the prisoners also leap into action. The entire crew does, working to go against these guards. All right, now we're entered in the fray. We need to make a combat clock. We need to give ourselves a challenge clock for this combat. Let's make a progress clock, and it is defeat the scientist. This is really good. We have a great opportunity here. Defeat the scientist and guards. Oh, this is so good, everybody. We have a chance to do something really good. And guards. Yes. Oh, gosh. In order to learn how to deactivate the control nodes. In order to force Dr. Sakir. Yes, this is going to be to deactivate the control nodes. My friends, if we do this, this is going to be really good. Okay. This is us. We're in control. We've got everything going on. I think what we do is strike, right? We're gonna have to go in there. Crash Jones pulls out his sword. Emerald leaps. The heroes chase after these guards. They're inside the conversion chamber hall now, right where we want them. We're going to strike with our good jungle cat. When we strike aided by our cat, we get a +1. And also we are a blade master, so we also get a +1. My friends, this is going to be iron. We get a +2 to this roll. We're in control. Let's do it. Strong hit. On a strong hit, we didn't decide what the level of this challenge is. Sorry. Is it troublesome, dangerous, formidable, extreme, or epic? Let's see. Sorry, I just realized we have to decide this. Let's see. I believe there are some guidelines. This is probably dangerous, but it might be more. Let's see. I'm feeling good about this. Also a little bit nervous. Let's see. Combat, 182. I'm just gonna double check because we need to decide what level our track is. Combat range, we're in close quarters. That's fine. Combat difficulty. A rank of formidable. If you're well prepared in a strong position to achieve an objective, set its rank low. If you're outmatched, make it higher. A rank of formidable is a good default. Whew. A formidable combat challenge. So here's what I think. I think that because we outnumber them, we can make it dangerous. This is my thought. Otherwise, I think it would be, formidable, but because we outrank them, I think we get to make it, we outnumber them, I think we get to make it dangerous. So, we mark progress twice. And dangerous gets 2 boxes, so we get to mark that twice. We stay in control, but also we take +1 momentum on this hit because of our really awesome cat. And, yes, so, with that, the Aslan scientist calls out that Crash Jones is an imposter. Emerald leaps into the fray, knocking down one of the guards. Crash Jones turns, socks the other guard right in the jaw, knocking him down. The Phantom, our information broker, karate chops one right in the neck, and the prisoners overwhelm the others. And soon, there's fighting everywhere. It's a fray, all right. A dangerous fray. We are in control. I think that what we need to do, because we are, is we need to strike again. Crash Jones. Leaps forward, chasing after the scientist who wants to try to escape. This is going to have to be, in pursuit, fleeing, maneuvering. Yeah. We're going to have to gain ground, I think. Because if we gain ground, we're going to try to cut off the scientist. The scientist, seeing that the guards are overwhelmed, begins to try to run. Crash Jones leaps forward, trying to cut the scientist off. This is going to be edge, everybody, and we are going to try to gain ground. And I do not think we have any bonuses here. I'm afraid not. No. That's okay. We can do it. We're fine. It's a miss. Oh, no. Wait, what's our momentum? Our momentum is 8, right? It's 8. Let's just burn that momentum, why don't we? Yeah, we're going to just burn that momentum. That's what we're going to do. We're burning it. And yeah, when we gain ground and we have a strong hit, we're going to mark progress and take 2 momentum, bring our momentum back up to 4, and we're going to mark our progress. This is what we're doing. So our progress, by the way, right now is going to be a 6. Okay. The evil scientist, Dr. Sakir, makes a run for it. Crash Jones, however, sees this before it's too late, leaps over one of the medical beds, going faster, and quickly hits the button, sealing the back doors shut. And there, Crash Jones faces off against the ingenious and evil Dr. Sakir. But, oh, I'm still in control. That's great. That's right, because we did not lose. We did not lose. Dr. Sakir pulls out a deadly-looking syringe full of a strange, green, glowing fluid and lunges at Crash Jones. Crash Jones decides that this cannot stand. Listen, I don't know who you are. We are going to, we're going to try to gain ground because we are in control. Listen, I don't know who you are or how you know me, but what's going on here is wrong. Taking the free will of Sophons? That's not the right thing to do, and I believe that somewhere deep down, you know it. I've been told that the Aslan believe in honor. If that's true, you will stop what you're doing. It's not honorable to take away someone's free will. Help us. Help us stop this madness. I am rolling heart, and I'm rolling heart to gain ground. Weak hit, not bad, not bad. On a weak hit, we stay in control, and either we get +2 momentum or +1 roll on our next move. Let's take the +2 momentum, because we could really use that, bringing us up to a 6. Dr. Sakir, sorry. Dr. Sakir hesitates. What I'm doing for the greater good. You know nothing about the Aslan. But, although her words are defiant, she lowers the syringe. Wait. Yeah, we took the momentum. That's what we did. Yep. Okay. Crash Jones says, stay here. These guards are still a problem. Can you order them to stand down? No, I cannot. The guards do not listen to me. They listen only to the one in charge. Crash Jones sees one of the guards spinning around with his ray gun, aiming it right at the Phantom. Crash Jones knows that he must do something to save the Phantom, so he rushes past Dr. Sakir, his sword blade flashing, leaps, knowing that these guards themselves are under mind control purposes. He smashes the hilt of his sword against the guard's head. This will be a strike. Using iron, we get a +2 because we have both emerald and we are a blade master. Weak hit could be better, could be worse, but on a hit we do gain momentum. Okay, we mark progress twice, but we expose ourselves to danger. Let's do this twice, though, but we are now in a bad spot. How do we get in a bad spot? Crash Jones leaps across the room, knocks the guard out cold, saving his life, however, because Crash Jones knows that these are innocents. As he checks to make sure the guard is okay, he doesn't see that behind him, the Bwap guard has snuck up and is placed and is aiming right at the back of Crash Jones's head. And he pulls the trigger at the very last second. The Phantom says, Crash Jones, look out! We are going to have to react under fire because, we're being attacked. We're not gonna react under fire. We're gonna clash. Clash is when we fight back against a foe in close quarters. And so, because he's got us right against our head, this is going to be iron, and we're going to get the bonus for emerald and also being a blade master. Wait, maybe we don't. Hold on. Blade master, clash or strike. Yep, yeah, we do. Jungle cat. We get the +1 momentum if we succeed, but we don't get a +1. So this is us, just a 1+1. Iron. Weak hit. Oh man, that's bad. On a weak hit, we mark progress. We already marked progress, but we are dealt a counter blow or setback. We stay in a bad spot and we must pay the price. Okay. Crash Jones sees, hears. Look out! Crash Jones spins, parrying the ray gun. The ray gun explodes out, firing. I know what I have to do. As the shot goes wide, it strikes Emerald, who cries out in pain. We're gonna give Emerald 1 damage. Emerald, no! Crash Jones, they're still in a bad spot. What are they to do? The guards, emboldened, press the attack. They move back behind cover and begin to fire at the guards and at Crash and Emerald. Okay, we are going to have to, so here's the problem. We cannot strike back because they're at distance now, and we don't have weapons that will work. So we cannot clash. We can only react under fire. We're going to react under fire using edge to try to dodge and get to maneuver ourselves into close distance. With that, they start firing upon us with deadly accuracy. Do we get any? No, we did get a hit, so we do get to take momentum. Our momentum now is an 8, just so you know. This is a physical attack, and we have had Starbeam, Chocolate Milk, and we are reacting under fire, so we can set our action die to a 4, which we will do. Crash Jones. Okay, weak hit. Crash Jones dodges and dives and weaves through a hail of ray gun fire, trying to get close enough to hit them on the jaw. It's a weak hit. We avoid the worst of the danger. We overcome the obstacle, but not without a cost. We make a suffer move, -1, and we're in a bad spot. And now we are going to take our health down to a 3. We get hit. As Crash Jones maneuvers through, weaves through this hail of ray gun fire, he gets hit in the shoulder. But that won't stop him. He makes it to them, right up on them. By the way, we could, we're enduring harm. We can roll to resist it, which, that was a weak hit. And on a weak hit, because of our Starbeam Chocolate Milk, nothing. That's fine. On a strong hit, we get something. On a weak hit, we don't. We're gonna have to endure harm. We're gonna roll to try to see if we can withstand this harm. Let's roll heart to endure harm. Everyone? Oh my gosh. Weak hit. On a weak hit, we can lose momentum in exchange for health. Let's do that. Let's take our momentum down to 7 to bring our health back up to 4. Crash Jones now faces off these guards behind cover. He's ready to strike. Unfortunately, they're ready to strike first. And there's an oracle for this, by the way, everyone, and I feel like we should find it. There's a combat oracle, which I don't think we've used yet, and I think it would be fun to find out what it is. I think it's miscellaneous combat action. Let's find out what they do. Nullify a system, device, or weapon. No! That's great. I love it. Awesome. That's the worst. Yeah, that's real bad. The guards, seeing that Crash Jones is an expert with the blade. The Bwop, always quite intelligent. Instead of aiming at Crash Jones's face, he aims at Crash Jones's hand, hoping to disarm him. We are going to have to deal with that, everyone. This is gonna have to be, when you're a bad spot and fight back against a, okay, yeah, so that's, I think, what we're gonna have to clash. Well, we can react under fire. We'll react under fire. We're going to try to dodge this. Yep. We're going to have to try to dodge this. We do have our Starbeam chocolate milk, which will help us and give us a... We can set our die to a 4, which will do. That's not a 1, that's a 4, so that's a 4 plus 2 is a 6, versus a 6 and a 2, which is a weak hit. So by reacting under fire, we get a weak hit, which is we avoid the worst of the danger, we overcome the obstacle, we are not disarmed, but we do get injured. We have to endure harm. Okay, and we stay in a bad spot. The Bwop fires at Crash Jones. Crash Jones sees what's happening and is able to roll with it. And instead of losing he doesn't lose his sword, but his hand is hit by the deadly ray gun. Crash Jones is bleeding terribly. We are going to roll our heart to try to endure that stress. It's a miss. It's a miss, everybody. We are enduring harm. On a miss, it's worse than we thought. We minus additional health or lose momentum. We currently have 7 momentum. We could burn momentum. And if we do, it becomes a weak hit. Yeah. We're gonna burn our momentum. We had momentum and we're gonna burn it. Unfortunately for us. So this will let us lose 1 momentum. Man, in exchange to keep that health. So that keeps us at 4, I believe. Crash Jones dodges out of the way at the very last second, but he loses his footing. He falls. He's on the ground. Still, he has his weapon in his hand, but in front of him are these guards. Ha! We've got you now, apparently, Crash Jones. Now, says the Bwop, you are going to die. And the 3 guards who are up open fire on Crash Jones. We have 1 momentum. It's real bad. We're being fired on by a lot of people. We might die right now. What can we do? We take a break. This, right now, all assembled gentles, in this desperate moment is when we are going to take a break. Can Crash Jones survive what seems like desperate doom? Crash Jones is injured. He is bleeding. He is in trouble. Worse yet, he's on his back, with guards facing him. He convinced the Aslan to give up her secrets. Unfortunately, cannot capitalize on that, as the guards have him surrounded. Well, we shall find out what happens to Crash Jones, the Phantom, Emerald, and the escaped prisoners after this break. Please, we're going to take a 10-minute break, and in that break, you should hydrate. And while you could drink water, instead, you should drink Starbeam chocolate milk. It's malted, and it's good for your bones. If you drink enough Starbeam chocolate milk, perhaps Crash Jones will escape his dire situation. Dear friends, come back in about 10 minutes. When we return, we shall give a giveaway for a Crash Jones item. Would you like this wonderful Crash Jones t-shirt? Well, you can have it when we get back from this break. Until then, remember, GDCO Entertainment, it has your back when you need entertainment in the reaches. Take care. In 10 minutes, we shall return. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Why does that say part 5? It should say part 4, because we're in part 4, not part 5, in case anybody was wondering. That's where we are. And we are back. We are back. Before we dive into it, because we're in a bad spot, I want us to do our giveaways. So, we have a giveaway for this Red Tails Regimental, this Tuskegee Airman t-shirt. All you have to do is speak some in chat, and then you will be eligible for our giveaway. So we're doing our giveaway. I'm going to do our giveaway. I'm going to vamp for about 5 minutes. And at the end of the 5 minutes, I'm going to go and call in our winner. So just say something, and you will be eligible. You'll be eligible for our giveaway, which is this really great Tuskegee Airman t-shirt from our fourth wall space. But also, I think there are slightly other options that I can do. I believe I have some other things that I might be able to share with you as a bit of a test. So if I believe, I'm going to just test this because I think I can. Let me just check. Nope. Well, it's fine. Chat, not doing it through fourth wall directly. So yeah, so the thing is, I want to let it do the giveaway, but I am not seeing how to do that. So I know that you can do it, but I'm not seeing how I can do it. Wait. Oh, hold on a second. Give me a moment. That is... something weird has happened. Just ignore that, everybody. Let's see. I am connected. It looks like my Twitch gifting had been turned off and it was not connected, which is weird. So, yeah, so it turns out it was turned off. I had it turned on, but then it somehow turned off, which, you know, I don't like. So we should be connected. Also, I think we're good, right? Yes. Let me see. I'm double checking. Boom. And save. They won't let me do it. It's fine. It had been there before. You all know it. I don't know why it's not there right now, but it was there. I'll just double check. It's fine. So my friends, we're going to get our winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Who will be winning this Tuskegee Airman t-shirt? I don't know. Nightbot, why don't you tell me? Tell me who it is. Nightbot, come on. Tell me. No, not me. That's no fun. I can't win it. I already have one. Psh, psh, Nightbot, stop being ridiculous. No, no, not me. I already have one. I'm wearing it right now, and it's very comfy. Huh? Hawkeye! KY Hawkeye, you have won our Tuskegee Airmen t-shirt, which, by the way, is very comfy and wonderful. I am going to send you right now in chat a link to the shirt, and with it, you can go to our Fourth Wall site and you can just order your size and you can do all of that as you will. And I'm going to just whisper that to you right now. Whisper. It has been sent. I do have a couple of other things to send off. I really don't know why it says part 5. It's part 4. Don't pay attention to that. It's part 4. But that done, I believe we're going to have to go and poke at Fourth Wall and get all of that redone because it wasn't where it wanted to be. That's fine. We'll fix it. But now I know. Now I know. And with that, I'm afraid we will have to go back to our cliffhanger. Yet, I would like to point out something. That we have a move. And that move is take a break. We are in the middle of a thing. And if we continue on with our session, which we are, you or an ally may add a +1 on the next move, not a progress move bolstered by our reflection and our past experiences. And I feel like we're going to take that +1 right about now as we deal with badness. So we are in a bad space right now. Like we're in a super bad space. But I should tell you about it with my megaphone. And we're back. We're back. I didn't check my little thing, but that's fine. And we're back, Space Cadets, to the thrilling adventures of Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. When last we left our hero, Crash Jones was on his back behind an electronic bank, a bank of electronics. The cover that the guards were hiding behind as they took pot shots at Crash Jones. Crash Jones charged them, and the Warp Guard, trying to disarm him but unable to, knocked him to the ground. Crash Jones is bleeding. He's in danger. His allies are far away. What can he do? He's convinced, or half convinced, the Aslan scientist to perhaps share her secrets. But if he dies now, all will be in vain. Crash Jones must decide. What shall he do? We have a choice. We either react under fire, or we clash. Reacting under fire is like dodging, weaving, trying to get ourselves in a good position, and clash is just fighting back. I think we have to fight back. Yeah. Hey, RD. Crash Jones knows that it's desperate, and he glances to the bank of electronics, thinking that perhaps they might be controlling these guards if he could destroy it. Perhaps he might be able to stop them. And with that, as the guards open fire, Crash Jones rolls to the right and stabs his sword deep into this bank of electronics. This is a clash. Also, Emerald, the Viridian Tiger, leaps into the fray, hoping to buy Crash some time, or at least to help. We're gonna roll clash. This is iron. We get a +1 because we're a Blade Master. We do not get a +1 from Emerald, but we get this +1, and we are clashing, everybody. This is, yeah, this is what we've got. I am gonna say we're gonna use our Starbeam, which lets us preset this die to a 4. We have no momentum, so we can't override this. It's bad. Okay, it's gonna be a weak hit because we rolled a 10, on the action die, which is no good. No good, my friends. No good. And we don't... I don't think we get anything. On a Blade Master, on a strong hit, we get something. Nope. On a clash, we get +1 momentum. And we were clashing, so our momentum's now at 2. Okay, on a weak hit, we mark progress. Our progress bar is completely full, but we're dealt a counterable or a setback. We're in a bad spot and must pay the price. We're gonna pay the price. What's our pay the price gonna be? You know what would be really bad for paying the price? I have a good idea. It's really bad though. It's not gonna be good. It will be terrible. So I think we should do it. Pay the price. When you suffer the outcome of action, choose one. Make the most obvious negative outcome happen. Ask the Oracle for inspiration. Roll on the table below. So I think what happens is, are you ready? Crash Jones stabs his sword deep into the heart of the electronics, hoping that it will short out the guards. The lights blink. Sparks fly. Strange sounds happen, and then the control node on the back of those prisoners who still already had them installed lights up, including the Phantom's brother. They stop fighting the guards and turn with evil intent towards Crash Jones. He has just lost half of his allies, including the Phantom's brother, who turns and points at the Phantom, his own sister. Everyone, we have an option right now. It's a bad one because we're not in control. We're in a bad spot. We can try to take decisive action to end this. But if we do, it's much harder to win this successfully. And so we're going to just have to do it. We're going to have to take decisive action. I am afraid this is our only option. The only thing that Crash can do. Yep. This is it for us. The guards. Half the prisoners have now turned into guards. Crash Jones, outnumbered. The Phantom's brother now activated. Things look dire for our hero. Whatever shall Crash Jones do? That's why I didn't roll well. Crash Jones knows that it's dire. He's injured. Everything looks terrible. But there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to get out of this situation, somehow. And he thinks long and hard. And he remembers. Wait a minute. These people are controlled. There's got to be some other way to break the control. The Phantom, sing a song. Sing something that will bring your brother back to you. I'll do my best. And Crash Jones begins to sing. Sing a song that would inspire the Terrans. Those of the Trojan Reaches. He reaches back to his memories. And he begins to sing the Marseillaise. It was an anthem of one of the planets, one of the countries of old terror. And there was once a film when villains were rising and the heroes, they sang this dramatic song. And our hero, Crash Jones, sings as if his life depends on it, for it does. And the Phantom sings a Varga song, a song that only her brother might remember. And together they sing, hoping that with moving song, they might be able to break the mental control of the conversion chamber. I'm gonna roll it. It's a weak hit. I rolled a 10, but one of the action die was a 10. That's bad, actually. That's real bad. It's real bad. Because we are not in control, we're in a bad spot. And if you're in a bad spot, a weak hit without a match, a strong hit is a weak hit, and a weak hit is a miss, which means this is a miss. Okay. What happens if we fail? On a miss, you are defeated, or your objective is lost, and we have to pay the price. Okay. This is really bad. Okay. Okay. On a miss, you are defeated, or your objective is lost. And wait. Wait. No, we rolled a 10. There's nothing we can do about this. There's nothing we can do about it. Oh man, we should not have tried. Oh no. Okay. You're defeated, or your objective is lost, and we have to pay the price. Okay. Yep. Okay. I got it. I got us. Yep. As Crash Jones and the Phantom sing, hoping that will break the mental control of the control nodes, they sing with all of their heart's content. So hard that they do not realize that the door behind them has opened and more gods have entered. The last thing they know, they hear a slight noise behind them, and then all is dark. The gods hit Crash Jones on the back of his head, and he falls like a sack of potatoes. What will happen to Crash Jones? Will he survive? What are they doing with him? Well, some time passes. And the next thing we know, we're going to have to take some damage, I believe. I think as we're paying the price, we're going to have to take some damage. When you pay the price, yeah, we're paying the price. So we're going to take 1 damage because we're only just knocked in the back of the head, so that's fine. It's not really fine, but we're down to 3 health. Crash Jones. It is some time later. Crash Jones awakes to find himself in a death trap. But what sort of death trap is it? I feel like there might be an oracle for this. Let's take an oracle and let's find out what our death trap might be like. Let's look at core oracles. We've got action theme, descriptor focus. Let's do descriptor focus, because I think descriptor focus will is for locations. Crushing walls with spikes, that's a really good one. Let's see. Radiant territory. What's action theme going to give us? Gather secret. Yeah, no, radiant territory. Okay. Radiant territory. So we're going to want something that is a death trap tied to a monolith by an imminent supernova. Ooh, that's good. Let's have, because we're going to be still inside. So, radiant. Yeah. So Crash Jones is going to wake to find himself sharks with lasers. Love it. Okay. Crash Jones. He does not know how long it has been. By the way, we're going to have to, because it has been some time, we're going to have to increase the danger on Dalton Danvers' Dangers Due, because that's also one of our prices we have to get. And also the order is going to get dirt on good old Crash Jones from this failure as well. Crash Jones. Head splitting. Pain. Opens his eyes. Before he opens his eyes, he struggles. He realizes he's bound. He opens his eyes, and what he sees is a bright, bright light. It can't be the star. The star is dead. Crash Jones is strapped to a platform. That platform is facing the core energy reactor for the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. And slowly, he's being lowered into the fusion reactor generator that powers this place. Slowly. He's bound. He's tied. How shall he escape? And as our Crash Jones looks around, none of his allies are there, and he hears a voice over the intercom. It is Baron Winter. Crash Jones, I'm so happy that you could make it. I'm sure you don't mind being alone. I'm so interested in talking to your friends and finding out what secrets they might have. A holographic image is projected on the wall across from Crash Jones. And in the image, he sees Dalton Danvers strapped to a conveyor belt and slowly moving towards an array of lasers, deadly lasers. And I'm sure you won't be bothered. I know you wanted to see your friend, Dalton Danvers, one last time, and so I thought I'd place this image here so you could see it. As you are lowered to your death, Crash Jones, so is your friend. You can see each other die. And then no one will stand in my way as I attempt my evil plan that I could monologue and tell you, but you haven't earned it. And with that, the voice shuts down, and Crash Jones, strapped on the underside of this platform, moving closer and closer to the energy reactor, seeing his chum, the Dread Liege Dalton Danvers, strapped on a conveyor belt, moving towards an array of lasers. This looks terrible, my friend. Terrible indeed. Whatever can Dalton Danvers do? What can Crash Jones do? Well, We shall have to find out. Right now. I know he's not monologuing because we haven't earned the secrets, I'm afraid. This is real bad, and it's going to have to be a scene challenge. Right? This is going to have to be a scene challenge because it's too big of us to not have it be a scene challenge. So, we're going to have to choose our rank. Let's make a progress clock. And that's going to be escape from the death trap. Yeah. We are unprepared or outmatched. This is formidable, which is real bad for us. It's real bad, everybody. Real bad. Oh, okay. And we now have to create a 4 tension, a four, yeah, a new clock. This is bad. We'll call this Blast Off. And it's no roll. Okay. All right. So, while we're here, since we're in this moment, we're going to just check where Dalton Danvers is. Dalton Danvers is... We need to move Dalton Danvers to a new location. So let's do that, shall we? Let's move Dalton Danvers somewhere. Where are we moving Dalton Danvers? We're moving Dalton Danvers... Hey, Dalton, how you doing? Leader +2, scout +1. That will not help too much, but Dalton is in... Golly gee whiz, this is real bad. Yeah, this is bad. Oh. Let's go to this one, and then maybe if we go to Drynax, let's move Dalton Danvers. Person. We want, what location are we at? Golly, we need to go to Drynax. Drynax? Come here, Drynax, where are you? Oh, golly gee. It's very stressful. Drynax, great. I'm gonna just do it. This is... Oh, wait. I don't think that's Drynax. That's porn. This is Drynax. Drynax? There we go. There's Drynax. We got it. I figured it out. Let's move Dalton Danvers, shall we? Let's move Dalton Danvers to Sindal, to the mysterious vault. Let's just move them right there. Great. So we can go back and have Dalton right with us in the badness, where all the badness is. Yep. Okay. Here we are. We need to do something. Okay. Crash Jones cries out. Dalton, can you hear me? Dalton Danvers turns around and goes, Crash, is that you? Are you really here? Yes, I'm here. I'm strapped to some sort of death trap, being lowered into the reactor fusion core of this Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. I don't know what to do. I tried to save you, Dalton. I came all this way only to be defeated now. Crash is looking this way. Dalton's looking this way. Crash, no. You got here, you tried to save me, that's That's enough. But more importantly, neither one of us is down yet. I know that you can do it. Crash, we're going to get out of here. You just have to keep heart. Everyone, we're going to try to secure an advantage. We're going to roll heart, resolve, commander, sociability. We're going to try and get our motivation up. Also, I just would like to point out that because Dalton Danvers is good at leadership, we're going to get a +2 bonus to this roll. And we're going to roll this to try not to lose heart. Strong hit, everybody. Okay. On a strong hit, we get +2 momentum and a +1 roll on our next hit. Okay. Okay. And because Dalton helped us in this, we get another +1 on this. We get another +1 momentum. Okay, this is really good. Okay. So our momentum goes from a 2. We get a +2 momentum and another 1 because it's our good chum, Dalton Danvers. Our momentum's now a 5. We get a +1 our next roll. You're right. You're right, Dalton. We can do this. We can get out of here. All right. How do I get out? Crash Jones looks around him to see what might help him out. He's low on supplies. He's low on help. What can he do? We're gonna have to secure advantage. Okay. I'm tied up with rope, and I'm being lowered to the core. Dalton, do you have any ideas? Do you have any help? Something you could do? Well, Crash, I imagine perhaps you can loosen the bond somehow. If you could get at least one arm free, you might be able to do something. Or a leg, something like this. All right, I'll see what I can do. I'm going to try to, Crash Jones is going to try to wriggle out of his bonds. He's going to try with finesse. +1 on the roll. He struggles. No, I think this is iron. He struggles trying to weaken the bonds that hold him. Strong hit. Huh. Okay. Unfortunately, Prax, he's bound both upper body and lower body. So terrible. It's the worst. Okay, strong hit, which means we're successful, we mark progress. But this is a formidable problem, unfortunately, so we only get to mark 1. Okay. He struggles against his bonds, and he's able to just move a little bit. Just rip some of the fibers of some of the bonds. He's still held tight, and he's still moving closer and closer to the reactor core. Dalton, I've got some progress. Do you have any other ideas? Something you could help me with? We're going to try and, secure an advantage or face danger. I wish we had help, but we are in such a bad space. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Oh no, I do. I think we have some ideas. Dalton Danvers looks, and he says, Crash, this is going slowly. I don't know if you can get out of your bounds quickly enough. I think what you should do is try to swing your body from side to side. Perhaps you can get that platform that's lowering to start swinging. If you can do that, you might be able to swing your way out of danger. Try it. This is going to be securing advantage with edge. We're going to get our bonus from our leadership bonus from Dalton. Weak hit. That was a terrible roll. Well, it's a weak hit. A weak hit's still a hit. On a weak hit, we get to choose one. Do we give ourselves a bonus for that last roll? We did. We're going to take +2 momentum. We're going to bring our momentum. Oh, hold on. Our momentum's currently at 5. We get a +1 to 6. Yeah, we're going to take it up to 8. Crash Jones begins to start swinging his body, trying to move this hanging platform away from the reactor core. He begins to swing, further, and struggle. He knows he's in trouble. We're gonna have to face danger, everybody. We're going to have to face danger. Because we have to, otherwise we will not be able to make progress. However, we do have Starbeam chocolate milk, which we have drunk. Crash Jones, our hero, swinging and struggling against the bonds, is hoping to free at least one arm. One at least. This is going to be iron. And we don't get the +2 because I don't think our leadership's going to count, but we can preset our roll. Weak hit, but it is a hit. Oh no. Oh no. We are successful. We do mark progress. This is really bad, everybody. This is really bad. Okay, well, we get to mark progress, but only one box. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. But we also encounter a complication or setback, which means we've got to set this clock to go one more forward with blast off. We only have 3 left. Crash Jones pulls his arm out, and he's able to free his upper body. Unfortunately, as he does, it snaps too quickly, and he falls. Now he's hanging foot. His feet are still attached to the platform, but the rest of him is not, as he's dangling closer and closer to the edge of the reactor core as he's lowering. Ah! Dalton! Dalton cries out, Crash! Crash Jones, lowering himself slowly. It's difficult. He has got to find a way to get out of this platform. He's going to try to pull himself up to see if he can get on top of the platform. This is going to have to be facing danger with strength, as I think what this is going to have to be. Oh, golly. Well, we don't get any bonuses from facing danger. I wish we did, but we don't. This is iron. We have our Starbeam chocolate milk, which we can preset to a 4, which makes this a 6, which is not enough. That's a miss, and we're not going to have that. We're going to have to burn our momentum. That's what. We burn all of our momentum, making it a strong hit, and with a strong hit, we get to mark progress. We're at now 3 ticks. Crash Jones is able to pull himself up, grabbing the top of the platform, and he pulls to try to scramble himself on top of the platform. Dalton, I'm on top of the platform. I'm still stuck with my feet, but at least I'm on top. That gives me a little bit more time before this platform crashes down into, well, doom. The radiant light of the reactor core. Crash Jones looks around while on top, notices that Dalton Danvers is moving ever closer to the array of deadly lasers. What can he do? He's gonna have to try to secure an advantage. He's gonna try to undo the rest of his bonds. That's edge. Weak hit. Why do I keep rolling 10s? Why? Crash Jones. We're gonna take that 2 momentum, by the way. Yep. 2 momentum. We're up to 4 momentum, everybody. Crash Jones quickly undoes the bonds around his legs. Now he's standing completely on top of the lowering platform that is swinging perilously like a pendulum. And he thinks, all right, I'll just have to swing more. Grabs a hold of the chain that holds the platform. He begins to swing it just like he did on the schoolyard as a child, swinging harder and harder, hoping that he'll be able to swing the platform to a safe edge. This we're gonna call securing advantage to try to get some space where he might be able to get out of here. Strong hit. Yes! Momentum goes up to a 6. And we get to have a +1 on our next roll. Okay. Crash Jones swings this platform with all of his might, swinging the pendulous platform left, right, as it continues to lower itself towards the reactor core. Crash Jones knows he's in trouble. He waits until the platform is at its apex, and then he leaps, hoping to get to a ledge on the other side. This is going to be face danger, right? This will be facing danger. We get a +1 on this roll. We are facing danger with edge, and we get a +1. And my goodness. Strong hit when facing danger. We are successful. We mark progress. We now have 4 ticks, which is very, very bad. But we do have 4 ticks. That is something. Okay. Crash Jones leaps off the platform and lands on this very thin edge. Crash, are you all right? Yes, Dalton. I've made it onto a ledge. Are you all right? Yes. I'm still stuck on this platform that's getting ever closer to a deadly array of lasers. If I reach it, I will surely be cut into ribbons. I've tried to get out of it, but I can't. Crash Jones thinks. Dalton, listen to me. I'm trying to secure an advantage, by the way. Listen, we've only known each other a short time. But in that short time, I've come to realize that you are my dearest chum. And I will not let you die, just as you won't let me die. So I tell you, Dalton Danvers, you can make it out of that death trap, just as I can. You told me not to lose heart, and so now I'm telling you, don't lose heart, chum. We are going to see each other in person again. Mark my words. This is going to be resolve. I'm going to get my +2 bonus from Dalton Danvers. And I get a +1 on this next move for the last one. And strong hit, everybody. And we needed it. We're going to take both the +2 momentum and a +1 on our next check. We're at 8 momentum and we have a +1. Crash Jones looks around. He looks up and he sees there is some sort of door up top. But in order to get there, he's going to have to climb up a sheer wall. And so he does. This is going to be strength, endurance, iron, +1, no more bonuses. We are going to be facing danger, but we do have Starbeam. Starbeam is with us. Strong hit. No matches, though. We actually get one more momentum. We get one more momentum because our friend helped us out. Strong hit. We mark progress. We're now at 5 on our track. Crash Jones, inch by inch, begins to climb up this sheer wall. There are almost no handholds. It is difficult. However can he succeed? Well, he keeps climbing. Crash Jones will not be daunted. He keeps going. And as he climbs, he can hear. Strong hit. Ah! Excuse me, pardon me. We're now at 1, 2, 3. We're at 6. We're at 6. That's good, but not as good as it could be. He climbs further, further. He makes his way slightly as best he can. He's only just a few feet away from the upper platform. If he can make it there, he might be on his way out. Rolling it. It's a miss. We have what? 8 momentum? We have 9 momentum. We're gonna burn that momentum, everybody. We're burning it. We're not gonna let this happen. Burn momentum. It's a weak hit on facing danger. We are successful. We do get to mark progress, which means we're at 7 on our track. But we also encounter a complication or a setback. We have to fill that clock. Crash Jones gets his fingers on the upper platform and he begins to pull himself up. And as he's halfway up, his upper body on the upper platform, right in front of this door opens. And onto the platform itself steps we have our villain. We have a villain. And that villain is going to be the Aslan mercenary that we met earlier, whose name we have written down. That person's name is, you were Kieran Holland. An Aslan who, by the way, has taken on a kind of a human name, which is like slightly creepy. Good luck, roller. We are going to let's get a revealed aspect, since we are we're here. Character. Let's go with oh, we already have this. We have heard, don't we? I think we do. My goodness, we're in a bad way, everybody. Yeah, let's clear this and let's get a revealed aspect. Driven. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like that's fair. Not in a good way, but it's fair. We've just learned that Kieran Holland, who should have some kind of Aslan name, but doesn't, is driven. Let's, yeah, hey, Kieran Holland, let's move you. Why don't we? Why don't we move you to, the mysterious vault. Yeah, this is real bad. Then, the Aslan mercenary captain, Kieran Holland, steps onto the platform and says, Crash Jones, no one. He's a bounty hunter, by the way. That's what you know about him. He's a bounty hunter. Let's add it. Yep, Kieran Holland is a mercenary captain and bounty hunter. Yep. Oh, thank you, Void Smoker. Karan, Thank you. We're gonna make this a bit more Aslan. Karan Howlan. Yep, thank you. Void Smoker fixed it. Nice. Karan Howlan says, ha! I never lose a prey. And with that, Karan Howlan places his boot on Crash Jones's fingers, pressing down, laughing. Crash Jones is gripping with all of his might. Yep, we're gonna have to do a thing here, everybody. We're gonna have to, oh, did I add that he was driven, or did I forget? I hope I didn't forget, because he clearly is very, very driven. I totally forgot. He's driven. There you go. Revealed aspect. Driven. Yep. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. All right. We're here. We're gonna have to face danger. Yeah, this is danger. This is gonna have to be resolve. This is pure grit. Crash Jones grits his teeth as the Aslan mercenary commander starts grinding his heels and his fingertips. We are facing danger. Everyone, I'm gonna just note, we have Starbeam chocolate milk. It says here, when you face danger, react under fire or clash against physical attacks or impacts after drinking our Starbeam, which we did. We may pre-roll our action die to a 4, which we do. That is now a 7. We have a strong hit with a match. Strong hit with a match. Strong hit with a match. Wah! Oh, okay. If we have a strong hit with a match, take 2 momentum as we build confidence and make an impression on our foes. Our momentum is now a 4 because we had burned momentum, sadly. But we also have a strong hit with a match. On a strong hit with a match, we mark progress twice to escape this death trap. It's a 9. Crash Jones, the Aslan mercenary captain, Karan Howlan, stepping on his fingers, trying to just crush them, to cause Crash Jones to fall into the reactor core. Crash Jones, however, has never met a challenge that he couldn't best. He begins to pull himself up, and then he hears Dalton Danvers say, Crash, you can do this. Knowing that his chum is there and needs his help, Crash Jones pulls with all his might, and he pulls himself up onto the platform. Karan Howlan is surprised, steps back in shock, and Crash Jones rises up, full height, standing up on the platform, looking Karan Howlan straight in the eye, and he says, never count a Solomani out, especially one who is an all-star captain of the football team. And with that, Crash Jones lunges towards Karan Howlan to push him out of the way, to get out of the death trap chamber. This is going to be a face danger with edge. No, sorry. We are going to finish the scene. We're going to roll on our tension clock. That's what we're doing. Here we go. We're going to roll to escape from the death trap. This is our life right now. Let's do it. Weak hit. Why do we have to roll a 9, everybody? Why? A weak hit. Finish the scene. On a weak hit, we succeed, but not without cost. You must pay the price. Make this a minor cost relative to the scope of the scene. Okay. Crash Jones barrels past Kiran Howland, the Aslan mercenary captain, pushing them both out of the chamber. It has to be a minor cost, right? Knocking him just as he did back when he's playing football, out of the chamber and into the hallway. Kiran Howland. I need a minor cost. Nothing really big. You know what? Let's go to pay the price, and let's see if we can get an inspiration here. Let's roll. Your vehicle suffers damage. That doesn't make any sense. You are delayed or put at a disadvantage. Delay. Okay. Do we like that? That could make sense. Oh. Yeah, okay. We're gonna be delayed. Let's see. How's that gonna play out for us? If we're delayed. You know what? Hold on. There's another oracle we can do. Let's do one of our core oracles. Let's do a action theme. Await burden. Okay. As Crash barrels through, knocks Kiran Howland off to the other side of the hallway. He looks left, he looks right, and he realizes he's going to have to run. He's going to have to find his friends and make them. And Crash Howland is going to chase after him. Yes. This is gonna be our minor. I know what it is, right? It's gonna be our delay. We're gonna have to take an adventure move. Is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to. We've defeated the scene challenge, but we're gonna have to face danger in order to get away from him. We're gonna have to basically run, right? We're gonna have to something risky, retiniment, threat, and vision. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have to actually. We're gonna be in a bit of a chase. It should be just a. It'll be a minor one, I think, right? Yeah. We don't have to worry about our blast off anymore, but we're gonna have to ditch this guy. And I feel like we can't continue on with our progress through the clock until we ditch this guy. So we're gonna have to do this with we're gonna have to run. With speed. Yeah. I actually feel like this should be a progress clock, and I think it should be a scene challenge because it's we'll do it as a face danger. Okay. Edge. We have no help. Weak hit, not bad. We succeed, but not without a cost. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Crash Jones faces the Aslan and thinks, should I fight? No. I have to save my friends. And Crash Jones turns to run. Before he can, Kiran Howland, the mercenary Aslan captain, leaps on him, claws, right into Crash Jones's back. Crash Jones struggles, decks him across the jaw, knocking Kiran Howland out. But not before Crash Jones has those dew claws sunk deep in his body. Kiran Howland out. Crash Jones looks right, looks left, and thinks, now, I've got to save my friends. We're going to give Crash Jones one injury, bringing his health from 3 to 2. He's going to have to try to face. Oh gosh, it's bad. He's really injured. We can try and endure the harm, but, yeah, he'll try to endure the harm. Let's see if he does it. He does. Strong hit. We're going to put our health back up to 3 because we do not want to die. Because that would be real bad. So, Crash Jones. Now free of the captain, begins to make his way through the lonely and strange hallways of the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. He doesn't know where his chums are, where the Phantom is, Emerald, the prisoners, where Dalton Danvers is. He doesn't know where the Doctor is. He's concerned. He's worried. He's alone. He's isolated. But he will not lose hope. No. He will find them. And with that, Crash Jones is going to undertake an expedition to try to make progress. Whew. Golly gee, everybody. That's not great. He's not doing well. That's okay. Yeah. So let's do that. By the way, I do think we've marked progress on our vow to find a way to deactivate the control nodes, because we got to learn something about them while we were in the lab, so we're going to put that in there, because I feel like that is a thing. We're going to have to go with speed. Edge. Let's go. A miss. What the heck, people? Okay. We missed. That's bad. That's really bad, everybody. All right, well, we were undertaking an expedition, but we miss. And what is it? Wait, it's a 9 and a 3. We have 4 momentum. We can turn that into a weak hit. Hey, I will burn the momentum. We will burn the momentum. Okay. We do get progress. We reach a waypoint, and we mark progress. So at least we are closer. And because we've marked progress, that means that we can transition into the sanctum part of this place. But unfortunately, we have to choose something. Either we suffer a cost en route, make a suffer move, or we face peril. Welcome in, Raiders, Librarian, Writer, Geek. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Crash Jones is in trouble. Yeah. I think I know what the peril we're going to reach is. What were you streaming? Crash Jones rushes as fast as he can to try to make his way deeper and deeper into this asteroid peril. The Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. He makes his way. He sees an elevator. An elevator that will take him deeper into the asteroid. He knows this is the way he has to go. And as he reaches the elevator doors, they open. And out steps the Phantom's brother. That is correct. By the way, the Phantom should also be Fido Okiro, the Phantom's brother, now controlled, a puppet of Baron Winter, steps forward and says, Crash Jones, it is my job to kill you, or have you kill me. And with that, Fido Okiro pulls out 2 knives and lunges at Crash Jones. My friends, we are going to actually have this be a combat. I don't like it, but it is what it is. We have to do it. But this is a combat where we want to not hurt Fido. We're gonna have to enter the fray. We're forced to fight. Yeah. My friends, progress clock is what we got. Our progress clock is gonna be... Oops, pardon me. Defeat Fido Okiro without harming him. Yeah. This is going to be, let's see. Formidable is what they recommend. But I think we can move it down to dangerous because Fido Okiro was a prisoner and so is therefore underfed and weakened. So I think this can be just dangerous rather than formidable, just as a point of order. And we are facing it off against our foe, and this is definitely going to be heart. Let us enter the fray. And it's a miss. So we begin in a bad spot, obviously, because it says we're in a bad spot. So yeah, we're in a bad spot, everyone. I think you know what this means. That's what this means. Fido Okiro lunges at Crash Jones, knives flashing, aiming to kill the hero. Somewhere on this place, the Baron Winter laughs at the trouble that Crash Jones is in. Crash Jones is going to have to react under fire, obviously. Yep. He's going to have to dodge out of the way. And sadly for me, I have no allies and no friends, but I do have Starbeam chocolate milk. Starbeam chocolate milk, it's malted, and it's good for your bones. Crash Jones, because he has a Starbeam, gets to set that die to a 4, which makes it a 6, which makes that a strong hit, not a weak hit. On a strong hit, we succeed and are now in control. Take 1 momentum. I will do exactly that. Crash Jones. Our momentum right now, by the way, is 3. Crash Jones dashes out of the way and snakes behind Fido Okiro. Fido, listen to me. You don't want to do this. I would like to strike, but I can't. Because you either do iron or edge, and neither one of those things is what I want. This is going to have to be gain ground. With heart. Listen to me. Fido, this isn't you. This isn't what you want to do. I know that. These people, they're not your friends. They've taken your sister. You've got to fight this. You've got to fight this so that you can help me free your sister. Come on, Fido. Fight this. Weak hit. Weak hit. Not bad. Not bad. We are going to take the momentum. Bring our momentum to a 5. Fido, but we stay in control. Fido growls, turning slowly. Baron Winter is who I work for now. You have to die, or you have to kill me, says Fido with pain in his eyes as he lunges again at Crash Jones, but Crash Jones is prepared this time. And Crash Jones moves to the side, trying to use Fido's momentum to push him up against a wall, hoping to stun him. This is going to be a strike, and it's going to be iron. And, ooh. No. Crash Jones draws his sword and tries to use the hilt to hit Fido right on the head, hoping to knock him out. Yeah, that's iron, my friends. We get a +1, though. Weak hit. Why do I keep rolling 10s? Why? Why do I roll 10s on this? I don't know. I don't know. I cannot tell you why, but I do. Okay. Strike. Weak hit. We mark progress twice, but we expose ourselves to danger, and we're in a bad spot. Oh, golly. Golly, golly. Okay, everyone. Marking progress. Twice. So we are now at 4 progress out of 10. And unfortunately for us, we're now in a bad spot. Crash Jones strikes Fido right in his head, and Fido goes down. And then the control node on the back of his neck glows. Twice, 3 times, and Fido stands up again, knives drawn. It seems as if Fido himself is unconscious, but his body is still moving under some sort of malicious command. And Fido lunges with both daggers. I know I've done something to offend RNGesus. Crash Jones, taken aback, scrambles backwards, not knowing what to do. Fido himself is not awake, but yet his body still moves. This is gonna be reacting under fire, trying to, yeah, we're gonna have to, try and block. We're gonna use this with iron. Try to block with force. We're gonna try to parry. Yeah, yep, that's what we got. No, we have to clash. We're gonna blade with blade. Blade with blade. Yeah, iron. +1 though. Crash Jones, as these daggers come flashing at him, brings forth his sword, his iron sword made out of a meteoric iron out of the core of Terra, his home planet. Tries to parry these quick blows coming in succession. It is a weak hit. Yeah, we're gonna take a weak hit. We're gonna take progress. We are now, everybody, at 6 out of 10. But we're still in a bad spot. And we must pay the price. And the price is Crash Jones parries left, right. Unfortunately, they've puppeted Fido is too fast, and one of the blows snakes and it strikes Crash Jones. We are going to have to take 1 damage, but we're going to try to endure that harm. Rolling iron. We don't get a bonus here though. Although I feel like, yeah, no, the star beam talking about does not help us here, but it's a weak hit. We can lose momentum in exchange for health, which we will. So our health is going to stay at 3, but our momentum goes down to 4. Crash Jones barely dodges the knife slightly hitting him, and he knows it's dangerous, but he's too frightened to strike back. And Fido springs upon him, jumping on him like a man possessed through the evils of mind control. We are going to have to try to clash back. This is not great, but it's what we're going to have to do. Crash Jones is knocked back by Fido. Fido on top of him, grappling him, pulling the knives up, and Crash Jones in trouble, worried, is going to have to try to hit him as strong, as hard as he can. Maybe, he knows, he'll try to reach around and hit the control nod on the back of his neck with his sword. Hopefully he will be successful as these knives are coming at him. It is a strong hit, everybody. We mark progress twice, we overwhelm our foe, and we are in control. Okay, this is good. This is good. We are going to mark progress twice. And we're gonna actually take decisive action to end this fight. Strong hit. Take 1 momentum. Everyone. Everyone. We did it. And as Crash Jones strikes the control nod on the back of his neck as hard as he can, it cracks. And Fido crumples to the ground, unconscious. Fido? Are you all right? Are you okay? Crash Jones looks down at Fido. There, the strange control nod broken, but Fido himself also unconscious. Crash knows that he's got to do something to help Fido. I'm going to try to heal him. With heart. Everyone, that is a miss with a match. And a miss with a match is a critical fail. This situation worsens, and I have to pay the price. If only I had a +1 or more momentum. This is, and I do not, my Starbeam chocolate milk will not help me. Blade Master will not help me. My Jungle Cat will not help me. Being an ace will not help me. Being a vestige will not help me. Crash Jones reaches down to try to help Fido, to heal him. And when he goes and he reaches down, he realizes Fido Okiro is dead. No! No! Fido! Yep. Yep. That's what happened, everybody. Crash Jones killed someone today. He reaches down and he picks up Fido and puts him over his shoulder. He won't leave him behind. And he enters into the elevator, heading down deeper into the sanctum. Oof. Oof, everybody. Oof. We're going to have to continue our expedition. But he's still going to try to move as quickly as possible. But it's bad. Strong hit. On a strong hit, you reach a waypoint. We mark progress for the rank of our expedition. Okay. So, we are going to have to mark progress. We have now entered into the sanctum. We must envision what it looks like as the doors of the elevator open. This, my friend, is time for an oracle. Vault. Sanctum. We could do the fortify, but let's do this one. Colossal machine. Okay. As Crash Jones, as the doors open, Crash Jones finds that the deep interior of the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril is full of large machines moving back and forth, pistons, steam. What is this place, and what is its function? Crash Jones decides that he should find something. Look for something here. We are going to explore a waypoint. We're not great with wits, but we are going to do it anyway. Maybe something can help. Ooh, it's a miss. It is a miss. Okay, on a miss, we encounter an immediate hardspur threat, and we must pay the price. Well, that's bad. We're gonna go to our confront chaos. Confront chaos, that's, luckily we don't have to do that. So let's do our fortified, we have an oracle for this. Fortified location theme, peril. You know what though? Why don't we just try our sanctum peril and see what it is? Spawning or swarming foes around you. Tell me if you hear clicking noises. As Crash Jones moves through this great mechanized space, the machine's purpose becomes clear. There's some sound effects that sound like every once in a while. Out of the machines, doors open, and then robots emerge. Robots emerge from this machine. This machine is a robot production plant. They are indeed killbots, circular machines long, made of silver metal with arms and legs. And they come out and they start speaking, "Kill Crash Jones. Kill Crash Jones." Crash Jones knows there's trouble. And if he needs to get out of here, he'll need to outrun them. But he can't outrun them while he's carrying Fido. This is going to be a face danger edge. Yep. We'll see how it goes. Weak hit. Weak hit. You succeed, but not without a cost. Make a suffer move -1, okay? Crash Jones begins to run as these death robots chase him, swinging their death ray arms. And Crash Jones knows that if he wants to escape, he could do so easily by just dropping Fido's body. But he won't. He won't do that. So he holds on to Fido, and he braves the forces of these machines. And one of the machines, as he dodges and weaves through them, hits him, strikes him with a blow, and we are going to just have to take more physical damage. Crash Jones is now down to 2 health. As he takes a blow in the side, he can hear his ribs cracking as he rushes through and closes one door behind him, locking it. Still carrying Fido over his shoulder in a fireman's carry. Still trying his best to make it deeper and deeper into this terrible Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Weak hit. Weak hit. Yeah, this is harsh, my friends. We make progress. We do make progress, but not without a cost. Not without a cost. We can make a suffer move or face peril at the waypoint. I think that sound is actually part of the sound effects. What I'll do, by the way, here's how we'll test it. I'll turn off these sound effects, and then you tell me if you hear it. We are going to make a suffer move. And the suffer move is going to be that we're going to lose 2 spirit. Because we are demoralized right now. Now the question is, can we endure stress? We're going to try to roll heart to see if we can endure stress. As Crash Jones holds on to this body his friend's lost. He thinks. He hears Baron Winter. Crash Jones, do you think you could ever hope to defeat me? Your friends are dead or dying as we speak. And you, Crash Jones. By the way, we're going to have to advance that clock about getting the dirt on Crash Jones. The bad guys get another clock on that one. You, Crash Jones, can never defeat me. It's too late. You might as well give up. I am going to roll heart to endure stress. Sadly for me, there's nothing I can do that will help me at this moment. We just have to roll it. And this is going to be heart. Weak hit. A 10 and a 1. Okay. We can lose 1 momentum in exchange for +1 spirit, which we will do so that our spirit is at 2. We have a health of 2, a spirit of 2, and a supply of 1, and a momentum of 4. And Crash Jones says, "Curse you, Baron Winter. Curse you." And with that, Crash Jones presses further. We are at a waypoint. We could explore it to see if we can find something of help. But we have such low momentum. It's so bad for us. Do we do it? We're at this waypoint. Our wits are bad. Yeah, I think we have to. We're going to risk it for the biscuit, everybody. We're going to explore this waypoint. A weak hit? It's not bad. On a weak hit, we uncover something interesting, but is bound up in a peril or reveals an ominous aspect of this place. Envision what you encounter and then take 1 momentum. Okay. We're going to take that 1 momentum, everybody. Bring us up to 5. And what do we see? There's an oracle for this. There's an oracle for this. We are going to go back to our vault, and we're going to look at purpose, and we're going to roll it and see what we get. Commemoration event, not deadly enough. Manufacturing of life forms. No. Conduit to mystical powers. No. Control of a destructive weapon. Maybe. 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 Yes, it goes back to our cult and the weapon. So, Crash Jones passes by a bay, a window that overlooks some strange laboratory. And in this laboratory, he sees something that makes his heart grow cold. He sees a nuclear bomb. But not just any nuclear bomb. Yes, one of the bombs that was being developed in the United States back on Earth in 1944. And this nuclear bomb has been attached to some sort of device, clearly making it stronger and more powerful, making it indeed a hyper-mega nuclear bomb. How did these villains get the Fat Man, now the mega hyper-Fat Man? How did they do it? And what do they plan to do with it? Whatever they're planning on doing, it must be stopped. Mega, hyper, ultra Fat Man. Now, what can he do? He has to find his friends. He has to stop these villains. And what is that? Some sort of portal. A portal that seems similar to the one that he first encountered, that brought him here to this time and place. Well, my friends, we are now in the sanctum. Yep. The sanctum. My friends, one more waypoint. There's more we can do. But we're going to undertake this expedition we need to find our friends. Weak hit. And we're going to mark progress. And we're going to find Peril. Crash Jones, still carrying Fido's body, moves quickly, as quickly as he can, through this strange place. What does it look like? Feature. Blasted or wrecked area. We're going to go through he opens a door, and he moves through what seems to be some sort of nuclear testing area of some sort. He can almost feel the radiation. He knows we're in trouble. What can he do? Move as quickly as possible, or perhaps find some way to deactivate this bomb, but that has never been his strong suit. Whatever can he do? He knows that it's perhaps no good. If only he could find his friends. If only. And that's when he hears it. He hears something off to the left. This way. He approaches the portal. There's the fat man. There's the portal. He approaches the portal and he peers through. And on the other end of the portal, is his hometown at his home time. And he realizes that these villains are planning to launch that nuclear weapon, that mega hyper ultra fat man nuclear weapon at his home. Perhaps to destroy. But wait, his home is Washington, D.C. They're going to launch it at the White House to destroy America itself. Oh no. And he has very little time to find some way to stop this. Everyone? Yeah. That's where we're going to call it, everybody. That is where we're going to call it. Yeah. Yep. Also, I just want to let you know, he can see what time it is. Crash Jones is still in Washington, D.C. at this point in time, but his brother isn't. So if this nuclear bomb is sent through the portal, it might kill Crash Jones, and therefore he never got into the portal in the first place, and therefore he won't be able to stop these things. It'll be oh no! They want to change the past. My goodness, there'll be a paradox. We can't have it. Huh. Okay, this is where we're ending it. Right now, I need you to know that we are so close to being able to roll to defeat these fetish traps and reach Dalton Danvers. But we're in bad way. We have 2 health, 2 spirit, 1 supply. We only have 5 momentum. We don't have our allies. They're all captured somewhere. We have a dead body with us. Oh my. Well, let's do our ending move. Why don't we? So bad, everybody. This is we're going to end a session. When we end a session, we should identify any opportunities that we might have missed for a connection. Develop our relationship. Well, so we have relationships with the Phantom, but you know, I don't think that worked out well. Yeah, so that was bad. Develop your relationship. I believe this is test your relationship. When you test your relationship, well, we'll find out, I think, when we get there in person, I think is how that's going to work out. But we did not develop it. Well, completing a quest, leveraging their help in desperate circumstances, giving them something of worth, sharing a profound moment, standing with them against hardship, overcoming a test of, that will be later. Our other contacts, yeah, we don't have any other contacts here, so none of that. So that, no goodness there. Well, let's see whether or not we were able to reach a milestone on any of our quests. This is really bad. Reach a milestone. Let's see. Golly. Find the true noble lost in Dalian air. Nope. Eddying the dread liege. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Dalton Danvers. We have developed our relationship with Dalton Danvers. That is an ally that we definitely stood with. Yeah. That oath, we'll have to deal with that. Let's deal with our ally. So we're going to make a roll, and it's going to be other. It's an other roll, and it is with a +2 because it's dangerous. Let's see. Let's roll it and see what we get. Strong hit. On a strong hit, because we developed our relationship with good old Dalton Danvers, we mark 2 ticks on our Bond's legacy track. Okay. That's great. I feel like this is big. Bond's legacy track 1, 2. We've got 2 more XP, everybody. We can deal with that. Okay, now we've got to deal with our vows. We have to make a brand new move. We've never made it before. I've never made it before. And this move is forsake your vow. When you renounce your quest, betray your promise, or the goal is lost to you, clear the vow. This is rescuing the brother from the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. We're going to clear it. It is now cleared. It's not good, everybody. We're going to find out what happens when we do this. Clear the vow, then envision the impact of this failure and choose one or more as appropriate to the nature of the vow. Any allies who share this vow may also envision a cost. So you're demoralized or dispirited, endure stress. Your connection loses face. Test your relationship when you next interact. That's it. Yeah. So when next I interact with the Phantom, we're going to have to test our relationship. That's what that means. Everybody, I'm going to just make the note failed because we killed her brother. And we'll have to test the relationship with the Phantom. That's what that is, and that makes a lot of sense. Sadly for us. We have figured out a way to deactivate the control nodes, so we'll mark progress on that vow, but not good ways. A very dangerous smash to the back of the neck will do it. No good, though. Tracking down Bart Jones and bringing him to justice. I actually think that we did mark some progress on this. And do you want to know why? Because it's the past, and Bart Jones is still in the past, and there's a portal to the past. We could maybe find him in the past. We're going to note that. We have not aided Millie and Zukov in finding a way to reverse the cure. We've not made progress on the Viridian. I do think that we have... Well, no, we have not yet rescued Dreadleash Dalton from the clutches of Baron Severinus Winter. On the other hand, we actually did... Hold on. We did reach the Inner Sanctum. So actually, I think we have... No, I don't think we can check this until after we actually reach him. So I don't think we get to check that off yet, but I think we're close. And that's... those are all of our progresses. Yeah, but Emerald is not a connection. Emerald is an asset. So I don't get to... That doesn't count. Yeah. So, my friend, this is where we're at. Well, to finish our end, if there's a quest, connection, or other situation you would like to give focus in your next connection, make note of it and take +1 momentum. We are going to... What are we going to focus on? Oh, obviously, we have to find some way to deactivate that bomb. Find a way to deactivate the bomb. Now, I'm going to note something. If we had access to our computer, June, on the ship, we could get help, but we don't have access. We have no help. But that's what we want to focus on, that. And I'm going to point out something. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. I'm going to look through my assets and see if I can find something that will help us. We will see. But, my friends, we'll have to end this in the proper Crash Jones way. Crash Jones finds himself in a strange, irradiated testing room with the Mega Ultra Hyper Fat Man nuclear weapon that has been enhanced to make it 100 times more deadly, maybe 1,000,000, and that nuclear weapon is aimed at Washington, D.C. Still, when Crash Jones was there. Why? Are they aiming to do some sort of strange paradox? What could it mean? And is there any way for Crash Jones to save the day? To save Dalton Danvers? To save his friends? And how will he face the Phantom after he's killed her brother? It was an accident, but nonetheless it happened. How, however, will he survive this? This is perhaps the worst trouble that Crash Jones has been in yet. How will he make it? You will have to tune in next week to find out how our Crash Jones survives this dilemma. Brought to you by Stop Him Chocolate Milk, and GDCO Entertainment. My friends, that was intense and wild. I just need to point out that we need a title for this episode. Oh, Fat Man. Obviously. He had some great successes. He got through a lot of things, but he's in trouble. He's got to get through this, and then he'll be able to, you know. Wow. Golly. Whoa. Okay, everybody. This is, oh, gee willikers. We're in trouble. A lot of trouble. Ooh, the Perildox. Oh, that's a good title. The Perildox. Oh, gee whiz, everybody. Next week is episode 5 of Crash Jones and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. And there's a lot of peril. We've got some weird cultists of the ancients who have a nuclear weapon who want to send it back in time. Why? I don't know. Bad reasons, clearly. We've got all of his friends probably captured somewhere. We've got Dalton Danvers on a conveyor belt on his way to certain doom. What are we gonna do? Well, Perildox. Roller. Can we go with Perildox because I love that? I love that. Perildox. That's the best. Okay. Next week, we get a +1 to our next roll. And we're going to have to win. We can do it. It's not going to be easy for us. We might be in trouble, but I'll tell you what. I've got some XP to spend, and I'm going to look through our assets and see if there's something that might help us, because, you know, we're going to need it real bad. Like, real bad. Real bad. But I've got XP. As a matter of fact, I've got how much XP? I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 XP, which is enough to buy a new asset. So I might be able to buy a new asset that would make sense that he would have, and that might be able to help us get through this situation. I will find out. I will look into it. I'll let you know, and we'll reveal it next time, because that's how cliffhangers work. And golly. Whew. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here. I'm going to take off this jacket because it's wool and very hot. It's very, very hot, and it's hot in here, and also stressful. Oh, do you think next episode will be our last episode of Crash Jones? Do you think we'll go fight, win, and defeat all challengers and villains somehow? Oh, I hope so. If Crash doesn't stop the bomb. We've got peril, everybody. But we just have to get through this bomb situation, and then we can get to Dalton Danvers. I swear it. If we can just get through this bomb situation, then we can roll to finish the progress clock to get to Dalton Danvers. And then we can try to rescue him. And then get out. So, and save everybody. Crash! He'll save every one of us. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Well, with the change in leadership at GDQ, Crash could get his series pulled at any time. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's think about where we're at. I'm so like, oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm a little stressed out, but in a good way. Like, it's very thrilling. Hopefully the dice will be much better to us next time. So when I end a stream, I read the tips and bits and also do the outros. That's what we're going to do. And then also, we raid somebody. So let's read tips and bits first, because that I can do without freaking out. Okay, tips and bits. We got 500 bits from Haka, and GDCO could decide to delete the whole freaking series. I know. But this is the greatest peril of them all. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm alpha klimped. This was really good, everybody. Oh, it's dangerous. Well, I want more momentum. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. We'll find out next week. Golly. Okay. Wow. He had 500 bits from Hawkeye, who's great, by the way. Says, Crash Jones leads the prisoners to freedom. Will he save Dread Liege Dalton from laser-inflected doom? And most importantly, will he finally be able to enjoy his Starbeam chocolate milk? He could really use that malted flavor in his bones so badly right now, and his bones so badly need it right now, and that is true. His bones so badly need it right now, and we're going to have to figure this out. Oh, Starbeam does need a jingle. I should make a jingle for Starbeam, because I would love that. And then we have 100 more bits from Vulpes, who says, Troopers all verklempt, and I am verklempt. Golly, it's thrilling, it's dangerous. You know, a jingle. Oh, Hawkeye, you know jingles. You know jingles. I'm going to tell you. This game, so much stress and tension. So good. You know how when you play some games, you're just like, no challenge. This is it. And I feel like, golly, amazing. I'm Trooper SJP. And I want to thank you all so much for being here. This has been so intense. And I have to tell you, we are so close to reaching Dalton Danvers. Like, we could probably make our progress check right after we deal with this thing. And you know what I mean? Like, we're almost there. We could do it. We could do it. But we need to get through this nuclear weapon situation soon, next time. So, oh, right, I'm doing the outros. So thank you all for being here. I don't know if I could do this without you. Amazing. Also, we've got new factions. That's great. I'm so excited about all of that. We've got the evil Baron Winter taunting us. I need to stop thinking about this. I need to do my outros. You can find me. That's the part that I'm doing. You can find me, but still, thank you for being here. You can find me at Trooper SJP here, right, on Twitch. Also on YouTube, where I've got the archive of all of these. Their VODs here are also on Twitch, free, not behind a locked or anything. But you can either watch them here or on YouTube. You can also find me at Trooper SJP on Blue Sky. Academic Foxhole on Twitter, also on Patreon. With a Patreon if you would like to support the show. Thank you. I also want to give a special shout out to Josh Meehan. Josh Meehan Art, who did the poster for Crash Jones. It's really beautiful. Donated $500 to the channel, which is going to help so much. Thank you so much, Josh. Thank you. And he's the one who's like one of the half creators, the artist for Ironsworn Starforged. And he said, thank you for doing this. And I have to say, it's my pleasure. It's amazing. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm going to tell you what. It's going to be something. And I don't even know what to say. Oh, nuclear weapons, portals. And I think I missed all the things. Yes. And also we have the merch store at Fourth Wall where you can get this great t-shirt. And, you should do that. We have a great t-shirt there, and we've got other t-shirts. We've got Crash Jones stuff, and it's cool. And the merch, I don't have very high profits on it, margins, but it goes to help pay for everything else. So if you want to get some merch, go ahead and do it, including our wonderful Starbeam chocolate milk coffee mug. This wonderful, which I love, what's the word? I've lost all my words. Flask is not there, and I'm trying to get Fourth Wall to do flasks so I can offer them because I love this, but we'll get there. And Patreon is upping rates. Are they? I thought that the only thing I heard was that Apple is charging a fee if you subscribe to Patreon via the mobile app. Yeah. So no, Patreon is not upping rates. Apple will charge you a 30% fee or surcharge if you subscribe to Patreon via the mobile app. So if you're subscribing to Patreon, don't do it via the mobile app, the Apple mobile app. Just do it on the website itself. So just go when you do your resubs and all that, just do it via the mobile app and you won't have to worry about any extra charge. I think that is, did I say everything? I did the fourth wall, did the Patreon, I did Blue Sky, and also the, oh, I know what I've got. I got all that. So where you can find me next. The next RPG I will be doing will be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern on my channel, where we'll have part 3 of Seasons of Death Spring, our Knights Black Agent solo ops game with PB Plays Inside, where our secret agent Loki has met up with her counterpart in the FSB, who looks creepily like her. What is going on? And do vampires have anything to do with it? They do. So join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. for Seasons of Death Spring. I will be playing Rain World at noon, by the way. And then you can find me after that on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern over at Laugh Love Lindy's channel, where we'll be continuing Reading Between the Lines, our Good Society game. We had a very big, huge cliffhanger on that game as well during a whist tournament. And you should come in and find out what happens. And then I'll be back here again on Friday for the next episode of Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. And my goodness, it certainly was an Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. That is 100% true. Woo! Nope, nothing on Sunday. No streams on Sunday. Because we are done with Cthulhu Confidential. So, that is us. Summer is ending. I have a brand new banjo, which I will not play it, but I will show it to you tomorrow during Rain World if you want to see it. Vivian did survive. Vivian survived. So, everybody, oh, you know what we should do? We should do a raid, because doing raids is how you show community support amongst other RPGers. Let us see what we have that's running right now, and I'm seeing something exciting. I have a thought. So, yes, right now, the Lollygaggers is running Delta Green, and who does not like some Call of Cthulhu? So we're going to go and raid them after our credits end. And I want to give a special shout out to Will and TW. Thank you for being one of our sponsors. So my friends, thank you very much. Drink your Starbeam chocolate milk and stick around for the raid after our credits end. Thank you, everybody, and ciao.